Fat Nasty Podcast. I'm one half of the Belly Gang Boys. We got some new goddamn motherfucking people in here. We got niggas in here from Boston, D.C., New Orleans. It's lit tonight, man. We about to have some fucking fun, man. That's what's going on tonight, man. So, you know, I'm one half of the Belly Gang Boys. So I'm going to go around the table. I'm going to introduce everybody. I'm going to let everybody introduce themselves. Sasha, shut up. Thank you. Got to do it to her all the time. It's like my baby sister. I'll be at the headlock her or something. But let me put my belly on your butt. You already know. That's how we doing. So we having fun tonight. We going around the table. Limitless Rich, you got anything you want to say before I pop it off? And
I love all y'all, man. Thanks for everybody coming out tonight and fucking with us.
Oh, definitely appreciate y'all coming to fuck with us because y'all could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with us tonight. So we're going to have some fun. We're going to talk a little shit tonight. And, you know, before we even jump it off, I'm going to say R.I.P. Pop Smoke. You know what I'm saying? Give him a moment of silence. You know what I'm saying? Tired of young people just dying and stuff like that. So we definitely give him a moment of silence. All right, we about to rock. So we're going to start over here. We're going to start over here with you. You know what I'm saying? Introduce yourself. Let us know what you got going on for 2020. Introduce yourself. Give us your IG name and all that.
When I was young, it's your boy Bravo from New Orleans. Got a new project out right now. Sorry, I'm not sorry. New project coming next month. Toxic Behaviors.
Okay, work, my nigga.
Yeah, man. Just staying busy all year.
What's the second one you said? I'm not to cut you off.
Toxic Behaviors.
Toxic Behaviors.
Okay.
Yeah, so gonna drop that shit next month, and then after that,
from New Orleans, you here with us? You supposed to be at Mardi Gras right now.
Man, you know, I'm tired of Mardi Gras.
Hand grenades in your head and shit.
Yeah,
but you here?
Tired of it.
You tired of it?
Tired of
I've
Mardi
never
Gras,
been,
man.
so I gotta go. So I've never been to Mardi Gras yet.
It's
I
cool.
gotta go.
It's cool, but
it's cool. It ain't like it used to be.
Baby, it's great.
I mean, it's strange, German. When you grow up in it, you get tired of it.
Oh,
you know?
okay.
It's cool for tourists and shit, though.
That's what it is. That's what
Believe
it is.
that.
So where to find you at, though?
Oh, yeah. Follow me on the gram. Bravo_BRAVEAUX. You know, that New Orleans swag on it.
Okay.
BRAVEAUX_.
Okay. It's on you, Sasha. Introduce yourself again.
I am the .real .salt c'est la vie.
She burned this shit tonight.
At Triad. And at Triadem, I'm not burnt out. I've just had a long week, but again, I'm here with you all.
Yeah.
No, he said you burnt the food again.
I said you burnt the food.
That's a lie.
Her shit be busting.
They so disrespectful. Let's see what they do next week.
Oh,
man,
you gonna be here next week. If you ain't here next week, we pulling up to your shit. Nigga, the fuck you talking about?
Yeah, we eat good.
Yeah, we gotta pull up.
Amazing.
So look, we got somebody else. Sit your ass up. I was about to tell you. Okay, let's go. Hey, all right. Talk your shit. Let them know what's going on.
What's up? It's 40 bars.
Oh, say it again.
What?
40. No, so let me stop.
Yeah.
Bars, bitch.
Okay.
What's up? I'm here repping Boston. I stay in the A. You guys make sure you stream my single Nomad, available on all digital platforms.
Okay.
I just launched a clothing line. 3 days ago?
Where my hoodie at?
Roki I got you. RokiClothing.com, ROKY.
Okay.
Clothing.com. Yeah.
It's like you popping for 2020.
I'm trying.
I'm trying to bring all those shirts tonight.
I know. Next week, I'm going to step my shit up.
Okay. I'm coming to get one, son. So call me.
Leave out what you really do.
Yeah, tell them what you really do, though.
Shiny, you want to buy one? You want to do this?
Yes, I'm going to buy one.
Oh, okay. I was just making sure.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to buy one. I support my people because guess what? When
My
my shit
still
get
would have
hit,
dropped it off anyway, but I just wanted to see if he was going to buy it.
I'm definitely going to buy it.
I would have gave you one.
Yeah, we buying
Damn. Fat Nasty budget ain't open yet. You talking about we got to pay.
We buying
Hey, man. Oh, I'm shining. You want to do that? Oh, you want to do that? I just see. Okay, I tried to lay up off you. Now, do you want to go to today?
Nope.
Okay, then. All right.
We buying, but look, you say it's 40 bars, but why they calling you 40 bars? You gave us everything else. Talk that shit.
We know.
Bar stands for, it's bars with 2 R's. Bitches always respect real shit. 40's my favorite.
Church.
Yeah.
Okay, you nice? You nice? I heard you nice.
Yeah, I'm all right.
My nigga right here.
Puff Daddy,
AKA
yeah,
Limitless, Rich. He did some research on you.
right now with beer.
Now,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but she freestyle though. She's nice. So niggas,
I do a lot more. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like we do a lot. Like I freestyle, but like the battles and stuff, they're not like everything sitting there off the top of my head. Like we're rapping for 15, 20 minutes. It's a lot of it's written a lot of it. Well, like, we'll improv, do freestyle here, rebuttal.
Nah,
like,
that's what a battle rap is. You're not going over there freestyle. That'd be crazy.
We're not
if
doing
a
that.
nigga freestyle in a battle rap, you the god.
That's why your nigga be in the background like, hey yo, he be saying the same shit with you. Hey yo, he be saying the same shit with you. You know what I'm saying? So he be saying the same shit like, yeah, go get the hoodie. It be the same, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. He be on work in that shit. He probably done drilled him for 2 weeks. But I like the battle shit. Me and my niggas sit at the crib, we watch that shit. So big up. It take a lot of shit to do that shit. Like
disrespectful shit.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It make you want to fight sometimes.
No. Let me tell you. That's what everybody says. But let me tell y'all some real shit, right? When people say that, it's kind of like we take it 2 ways. It's kind of like, so what does that mean? Like I'm just gonna let anybody say whatever I want to me, right? For one, and I'm not saying it's the shot to none of y'all, but that's just real shit. Or for two, it's also like this shit is like fucking wrestling. If a bitch is standing in front of me saying XYZ to me, and then when I leave, she wanna be like, yo, you wanna go smoke a blunt? Like, what's up with you? I can't want to fight you. It's not that serious, especially if I'm gonna violate you as much as you're gonna try to violate me.
And that's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you like the sport.
90% of the time, it don't be no smoking.
Yeah, like I said, them niggas all be cool. I'm tired. I'm tired. I used to be the only nigga thought that shit was real smoke.
I promise you. She came. She didn't. She was with the shit.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, yo, these bitches is not with none of that.
Saying them bars, bitch? Like
that's what we do. On the side
with they ugly ass. Start with me.
Right.
Yeah.
So now it's on you. Introduce yourself and tell us.
Me,
yo,
Catalina.
man, we go way back. So let me. Yo, we met her in Miami. So on the beach one year. My man was down there, but yeah.
That's her. I'm from Indiana. I've been in Atlanta for 18 years, so I'm an Indiana peach.
Indiana peach. You made some shit up. That's some new shit.
No, that's my next.
Okay. Indiana peach. Don't even grow motherfucking fruit, Indiana. Now
we got corn.
We got vegetables though. We ain't got no fruit, but we got vegetables. Nah, we're talking shit though. Tell them what you got going on.
Like corn on the cob.
God damn. Church.
Fuck the
I know, but just the corn on the cob part. Just the corn on the cob part. That's all.
Yeah. So tell them what you got going on. Because I know this your dog, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, this is my homegirl, yeah.
Definitely your
My
dog.
brand ambassador, she holds me down.
Yeah, but I do my little pet delivery.
Okay.
Fine as dog nannies.
Oh.
Pet transporters on IG.
Oh, so you be taking them across the country and shit. Yo, I never knew nobody did that until my cousin started selling bullies. Niggas would really fly your dogs across the country.
They pay that paper. They be that serious. Some of them be want me to FaceTime. Well, I don't want your dogs. I get my back end when I give it to you. So go take this.
Dog.
I don't want to
transport them for people like just.
Yeah, like say if you buy a dog, she just bring it to
I have
you.
a bully and I can't never travel.
I have a bully. I can never travel with him on the plane.
Okay, I'll tell you what to do.
Oh, she gonna get you to school.
What you got
LA the only ones that really be petty as far as the paperwork, but any other city, as long as you like pay and get that, or if you do like an emotional, we talk. I'll tell you what to do.
Oh, okay. She got you. She give
we
me
can't get you all that shit.
Cause I ain't gonna lie. My cousin, guess what my cousin used to do with his joint? He never did that.
Yeah.
He never did that. He used to get the people that had
get that emotional. Man, they had a whole donkey on. Did you see that donkey on the airplane?
Nah.
So I know you could take your dog now.
Yeah, I never said. You said they had a donkey on the plane?
Recently. No, it was a pony.
A pony?
My bad. It was a whole pony. It was for,
I ain't gonna lie. Guess what my cousin?
Same thing.
Guess what my cousin used to do it though. My cousin used to transport his shit with the flight attendants. Like he'll get cool with a flight attendant, and because they fly for free, he just let her take the dog back and forth for him. That's how he used to do his shit.
Why you telling
Oh shit! My bad.
I was just saying it's okay for normal dogs, but them type of dogs, them
I know, but
breeds
she
is-
paid first class for her and that damn pony.
Oh shit, that's
She
lit.
coulda rode the
Fuck
pony.
that. I'm taking the pony too. I'm a transport. No, she couldn't have rode that pony. What the fuck she probably was doing? Motherfucker, this ain't the old school. She'd have been out there. Nigga would have pulled her over like, hey, you in the damn horse.
Yankee Doodle Dandy.
Yeah, definitely ain't going out like that. So man, look, man, we talking some shit.
Because like that's a requirement. You can't feed your puppy after a certain time because I'm not doing that. I'm not cleaning up. That's extra.
Oh shit! So if the dog used the bathroom,
I know that pony,
you
but I
lied
seen her
before?
like feeding it on the plane, so I don't know now.
I
So
would have
the-
been all in that too.
I wouldn't have got on that plane. I would have been scared.
been all
right?
Fucking me and ponies on the plane.
A whole pony.
That's crazy, son. The
been
plane
watching
went
the
way
whole
down.
flight.
I'd have been scared.
Saying that
This
they
thing
do.
might fall out the air.
She paid that check. They let it go.
Oh, that shit.
You know
crazy.
she was another WP.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say,
she's one of them.
not us. They'd have been like, nah,
One of them.
nigga, you can't do it.
Three of
They
them.
would've checked-
You can't do it.
They would have checked that pony in and out. That pony would have went through.
Damn. So I could tell the nigga I need to bring my line with me. I'm emotional. You know what I'm saying? I'm emotional. I need to bring this line I got right
Service.
here.
He's a service line.
Yeah, he's a
That's
service
what it
line.
was, a
I
service
need him
line.
right now.
Service
He
line.
He keeping me right.
Those are, when I work at CVS, those are the only things that's allowed. Dogs and ponies, those are service animals.
A pony?
A pony is too.
Listen, I gotta look.
So like if you fucked
a
up, you
Shet-
can bring the
like a
pony.
Shetland
But you
pony
know
or
what?
something like
I would
that.
see a kid like say kids that be sick and they see a pony, they probably be happy.
She was not a kid, though.
Oh, all right, my bad.
And
Give
that
you
was
the
in
benefit of the
CVS.
doubt.
I don't know about
She
no
looked like
plane.
she might have been a little SLOW, but she wasn't a kid.
Well, that's a lot of motherfuckers these days. You just look at it like, that nigga might be slow. Now I'm just like,
Because you got somebody who gonna watch it and say, damn,
She wasn't.
they
That's
one
why
of them
she had
people.
that
She
bag
said,
I
with
bet
that
she,
pony.
if I was her,
Thank
I'll
you.
post that shit about YouTube and give me some
That
likes.
bitch was at the airline and got her
Huh,
pony
she
on. She
wasn't
ain't
that
that
slow.
slow.
Right.
She
pony's
had
on the
that
plane.
ticket for that pony. Had a whole ticket for a pony.
I mean, what that was like $300? That's a
I don't
flight,
know about
round
that.
trip.
I
Round
don't know
trip.
about round trip.
You can't round trip the pony. How you gonna get back?
Damn, I don't think it was Spirit, my nigga.
No spirit. No spirit is
was
bad.
Flying Delta.
Spirit charge you for a bottle of water is like $12.
Yeah, it is.
I live by Spirit.
They
I don't care
sell
what nobody
noodles-
says. I
they
get on
sell
Spirit every
noodles
time
on
I can.
Spirit.
Man, my nigga Richie
That's
said.
$7
yeah,
for
There's
Richie
nothing
said.
funnier.
Richie said that's the-
$7 for noodles on
Richie,
Spirit.
what's that bus
Yes,
called?
that's
What you said
ridiculous.
that
I
bus
take
called?
my
He said
own.
Spirit is the mega bus.
I take my own.
That
No,
nigga Richie
there's
said
nothing-
Spirit the
bring my
mega bus,
own.
There's
man.
nothing funnier than watching a
I'm
new
not doing
customer
either.
on a Spirit flight.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
the funniest shit in the
No,
world.
I remember one
A nigga
time I
who's
had
never
like a
been on
bag like
Spirit.
this, yo. I swear to God, I had a bag like this. I'm trying to sneak that bitch on the plane. I got that bitch like that. That's Spirit. Homegirl stopped me like, now I don't fit in the thing. I said, man, that shit gonna fit in there, man. That shit small. It's gonna fit in there. She like, no, the fuck it ain't. Nigga, I went to the little counter and that motherfucker was $80 or some shit. I was like, God damn,
Yeah, but
Spirit.
it was when you got to the
Ticket
went
might
to the
be
little ticket
$8,
thing
but you
too.
gonna pay
They would. Oh, she still was.
You
gonna
could
bust
have
my
did it
ass.
online for like $30.
Yeah, it's
I
ain't 30,
don't
but it
mind.
come with your ticket. But you don't know until
hey,
you get
man,
to
I'm
the
scared
joint.
of Spirit. Just-
Yeah,
There's a
see,
trick
look.
to that.
Why?
You let them see your
That nigga
bag.
said
If
Spirit
the
is
ladies
soul
on
plane.
this side, the ladies on this
Spirit
side,
is
you
soul
have your
plane.
shit on this
Yeah.
side
Yeah.
and be talking to, hey, how you doing? Click my
Spirit
shit.
is
I ain't even
soul
talking
plane.
to
For some
you.
reason- some
You
reason-
probably walking.
Got my jacket
For
over
some
my
reason,
bag.
they don't mess with females.
Shouldn't be
Niggas
there,
get it the
though.
worst. They see us, they be like, you nigga pay. You know what I'm saying? Girls, they let
You
y'all
got your
buy
bag
it.
on the wrong side.
Nah,
necessarily.
what's the wrong side? You carry your bag on.
Well, they
You
checking
carry
on
it
the
on the opposite side of the ticket
Yeah.
reader.
The left is the wrong side.
You don't be
the right
walking
is the
carrying
right.
back, hey, how you doing, and show you. No, if you know your bag's too big, you have it on the shoulder. Hey, ma'am, how you doing? And
Your
keep
bag
your
wasn't
shit on
that
this
big.
side.
For real.
This
That's
right
too
here
big.
go over in the
It's
overjoint.
too big for Spirit.
And you should
standards,
put it up
sir.
there. They don't chat.
Yeah, man, these niggas tough, man. Spirit bad, man.
See the lot.
It's too big for Spirit standards.
Spirit is bad, man. Spirit is bad.
I love Spirit.
But yo, on Fat Nasty, right? We got somebody that loves Spirit. My nigga Richie is kept
love
nigga,
that.
so he
They
like
give me where I
Delta.
need to go when I ain't
I
got
ain't
no
no
money
cap
to
nigga
pay for
either,
other
you know what I'm
places.
saying?
My
But
boy like
shit.
Delta.
Going-
He
I
ain't
do
flying
like
with that
Delta,
$60 flight
man.
back
I do
home.
like
Me,
Delta.
I'm a Southway want to get away, nigga. You feel me? Life be
Southwest.
low.
Southwest
Spirit,
always
my
got
nigga.
No, it
somebody
ain't.
selling
Southwest
something.
got
Southwest
Spirit.
is going to Boston, so they're
Southwest,
whack. They
Frontier,
don't sell Boston,
and
they're whack.
Spirit is the same.
Oh,
They stopped
they
going
not.
to
Southwest is
Always
good.
find somebody selling
Southwest
a
got the
buddy
big
pass with
seats and they
Southwest. I
comfortable.
swear to
Let me
God.
tell you about the
That's
trick bag
real.
with
No
Southwest.
bullshit.
That's real.
Always
Thank you.
somebody with a
2
buddy
free
pass with
bags.
Southwest.
And
Ooh,
guess
no,
what?
man.
And guess what? I'm about to tell y'all
On
the loop
Southwest?
now. I'm about to give you the loop.
My
You
little ugly
can.
ass
You
nigga
can.
where you
get
want on
the
Southwest?
Southwest.
Right.
Yeah.
So guess
Sit
what?
wherever you
You
want.
can get there and pay. You can pay $100 for a flight. Get there and pay an extra $30 and be the first nigga on the plane. Yeah, don't fuck
sit
with
where you
Southwest.
want.
Wherever you want. And
Listen.
guess what I do? I pass all first class and go to the exit row where I stretch out because I'm a 6-foot ass nigga. I just need all the room. It's a big ass exit row.
Listen, I'm about to
Exit
give
row
you
be
some
good.
real. I'm about to give you the other.
That's some
Get your.
bullshit. I'm gonna sit
get your seat game
First
real
nigga to go
quick.
out the window when that motherfucker go.
I'm about to give you the
gonna
game
be like,
to
big
get you
dog
another
jump
seat in the
first.
front.
The first time they do that to
Wheelchair
me, I was
access.
like, I can't help it. It was like, oh, that's no problem, ma'am. You'll be in this other seat. I was like,
Oh yeah.
shit.
Oh, they get you about that shit. As soon as you say you can't, you supposed to say.
Verbally
you,
say
yeah,
it
you
too.
wasn't. You wasn't. Yep.
You gotta verbally say
Yeah.
it. I was like, wait, what kind
Oh,
of
and
word is he
exit.
trying to be funny? She's like, oh, don't even worry about it, ma'am.
Yeah. Switch her right quick. Yeah. Just do this. All this. Then you in between me and Rallo. You like this? Hey, I remember they tried to put me in between two big niggas. I said, man, look, man. If you don't switch, man, switch this shit. Oh, you don't want to switch? Guess what I do? Open up on your ass. Get big. I just lay all that shit like that. I swear I do that.
What you talking about?
Now, on the plane, you know how they put me in between. It'll be us three on the same road. They try to make me sit in between
Fucked up.
I'm like, man, look, man, if you don't switch, man, put this nigga right here and put me up here. Somebody I paid for the seat. Bitch, it's the same seat.
I know, right?
You're good.
You know what I'm saying? But they real do that. They real do that. They will fuck you up.
I'm praying on it.
They will. They'll get you. They'll get you with that shit. They will get you. They'll be like, yo, they'll sit me in between him and Rallo.
Southwest is Spirit.
No, any flight. If you don't buy the right seat, you have to get in between them, dog. You don't know, hey, yo, let's
because they got the
Start
basic
coughing,
economy now.
start
Tricky.
coughing.
You gotta
The
read.
person
No. I got the big man move.
I can't do that.
Open
I'm
up.
gonna
Nigga
call
don't want that
until you guys think I got
Nigga don't want me to open up,
coronavirus,
and I'm gonna tell you,
then
and I'm gonna snore now. I'm gonna let you know I'm gonna snore.
I
So
would
shit,
be
open
so
up.
tickled.
Open up. I'm gonna open up.
Fuck y'all so close.
A motherfucker coughing is a deal breaker.
Man, Southwest lit. Hey, I done been on Southwest and
corny.
took all them flights. They be like, do anybody not want
but see,
we
I was gonna
overbooked
say
the
that,
flights.
like-
Do anybody want to give their seat up? Yeah, me. Let me
you
get that
do?
voucher. That voucher 500 at Southwest.
If I'm trying to go somewhere, I'm trying to get to where I gotta go.
Man, I'm always trying to get somewhere. If I gotta get there late, they ain't gonna miss me. They won't miss me if I gotta get there late.
If you gotta cancel, they hold your money for a year with another flight, and you lose your money.
See? I fuck with Southwest.
Southwest or Frontier?
Southwest.
No, don't you fuck with Frontier.
fuck with
My
Frontier.
boy Richie said that's the mega bus of flights.
Frontier, all right.
I did when I lived in
Frontier is the Chinese bus of the sky.
Yeah, that's what he said.
It's not even mega bus.
Yo,
It's mega bus.
this shit be
Frontier
rocking
is
and
the
shit.
Chinese
You be
bus.
like,
for all those bags. I get it.
Yeah, you get 2 free bags though fucking with the West though.
That's
Southwest
what
will
I
give you
said,
2.
and I be needing all
Man,
my
for real,
shit.
them free. They free too. You
know.
don't gotta do nothing but check them in.
Like 2 suitcases for a weekend.
They don't go to Boston. Somebody always
So I got a
telling
belly
nobody
pad.
Man, Southwest lit, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all.
bag free.
And I'm gonna sit on that motherfucker. You get 2 bags free, and you get to sit where you want to sit. I'm fucking with the Southwest.
Everybody
Man.
else go there. Spirit, Delta. Everybody else go Southwest and dumbass.
Nah, but Delta, I booked.
So on Fat Nasty, right? We like to do the icebreaker, right? The icebreaker tonight gonna be crazy, right? I'm gonna start with you, Rich, right? So if you had a piece of paper in front of you, right? It's laid down in front of you. But if you flip that motherfucker over, it's gonna tell you when you die. Would you flip it over and look at it?
Oh, you said what?
If you had a piece of paper in front of you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
God damn.
But when you flip this piece of paper over, it's gonna tell you your death
My
date.
death date?
Would you flip it over?
Would I flip it over?
Would you flip it over?
Damn.
Right.
Shit.
Why you
death
pick
date.
that? Oh, I'm absolutely.
My death date?
Skip him.
Um,
Looking.
sheesh. Nah, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. Just cause flipping it over, I feel like that's gonna take away my peace and my sanity, son. Just to know, like, if I flip it over and that shit tell me, whether it say next week or it say 5 years, just to know that that day coming as I anticipated, me trying to get it, it's gonna take away. Right now where I'm at in life, I'm happy as fuck, peaceful. Like shit ain't even all the way where it need to be, but just where the progression and where I'm at, and I see I'm going forward and not backwards. I'm sane, I'm cool, I got positive. That shit gonna tear me up. Like just to know that. Now I'm on a countdown, a race to try to get everything aligned, especially with having a seed too. Now I gotta make sure it's right. I know death coming, so it ain't about just knowing that I'm going past,
Right.
but the fact that I gotta have shit aligned. So when I do go, it's the people around who I need to make sure good gotta be good. So
Right.
then you don't know if you turn that shit over. What that shit say? Shit tomorrow. That shit gonna fuck me up. So I just rather just go, just knowing that. Yeah, just to know that. Just because to accept it, even with death, because death is just that shit is a real weird topic. You know what I'm saying? Because as much as you know it's coming, nobody still want to just that day. You know what I'm saying? You don't really want to know. It's just like when it happened, it happened. It's all depends on where you at within the universe and how you feel, how you move, your thought process, how you think about death and life.
Right.
So just me personally, I'm cool because I gotta stay sane, son. Cause that shit'll fuck me up.
Right.
I turn it over and that shit say some weird shit. Oh, now I'm cool. And then just even with that, even if it say some, me just thinking just how in the world we live in, just about how a lot of shit be man-made and it's what you give it. I would still second guess that shit. Like, man, you got me fucked up. Like, how you talk, man, I'm not with that, but then it might be so real. So me thinking it ain't real, but still thinking the day is 2 days from now, like, hold on. In 2 days, that shit really said I might check out.
Right.
So it's like, yo, what the fuck? So
Right.
I just leave that shit. Nah, you got it. Oh man, fuck it. I'd rather not know. On that type of time. Yeah.
On you. If you had a piece of paper laying on the front of you, and they say if you flip it over, it's gonna tell you your death date. Would you do it?
Well, I'm gonna let you know. I would want to know. I feel like I got stuff a little set up as far as like life insurance, how I want things allotted for my kids and grandkids. So I would want to know so I can prepare a little more, let them know how much I love them, and just, I don't know, try to like stop it, because I'd be like, well, if I know when, can you tell me how so I can try to avoid it?
Right.
Because I want to see them get older or whatever.
Right.
So I definitely would want to know.
Damn. Hey.
So I can try
that's
to
two.
prevent
that's
it.
just two different
I
what's
want to
name.
prevent it so
but I can understand
get
that.
them
Right.
set
That
up. I just
Right.
want them to be set up.
So you will look at it. You'll flip it over and see.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. See.
They be like, y'all know y'all mama, y'all Lola. Lola be your grandma.
Right.
Y'all Lola might not be, you know. Let's go and get together. We're going to have this little last party.
Right.
Hey, I'm just going to be honest.
Right. That's real. That's real. It's on you. It's on you, 40. What you gonna do?
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
You gonna flip it over?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
looking
I'm
at
looking
mine.
at
I'm
it.
looking at yours. I'm looking at everybody's. I want to know because I'm nosy. I want to know. I can't. deal
Damn,
with,
no,
like,
don't
not
look at
knowing.
my
I'm looking at everybody's.
You feel me? Hit shit
I'm
over?
looking at your shit too. I'm looking at your shit too. I'm be like, yo, I got you.
I got you. Oh, shit.
Nah, see, that's gonna really be fucking me out.
I'm gonna give you the look. I'm gonna be like,
He good 90
So you
film.
would. So you will flip yours over.
hell yeah.
Why would you flip it over?
I need to know. Like I thought about. You made a good point, and I thought about that because I'm like. I'm super emotional, you know what I mean? So I'm
Right.
like, damn, like if I find out, am I gonna drive myself batshit crazy? But then that's automatically assuming it's a negative. Like, what if it says I'm gonna live 100 fucking years or something? And then I could be like,
Right.
oh my God, I could fucking
Right.
do this. I got
Right.
30 more
Right.
years. I'm good. Like, you know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right,
Or whatever.
right,
So
right, right.
I guess if I'm looking at it like
Say
automatically on a negative sense, then I'm gonna say like I probably in my mind, but I would look at it regardless. Because like Tad said, I'd need to make plans and shit like that. If I know I'm about to go, I'd definitely probably be sick. It'd fuck with me, but I'd have to get past that. Like, fuck it, you gonna go? Like, I'm gonna rob banks. I'm gonna do this.
prepare,
I'm gonna be
fuck
a
it.
hoe. I'm gonna go over here.
Tomorrow,
I'm gonna do
yeah.
everything that I you know, like. fuck it,
Right,
why
but
not?
look, okay, so not cutting you off, but see,
Take me
that's
with
still
you
in
out
the
there,
sense of y'all
baby.
turning it over and it's still giving y'all time. What if it ain't giving you that time? What if you turning it over and that shit say you got 24 hours to live?
How would you feel? Like, wouldn't you want to know so you can say bye to your family, or would you just
Yeah,
want to
no,
drop dead
but
and go?
just like yo, but then
I wanna know.
that's just like how in life how we say they say enjoy and love the people while you're around, while you got the time to
'Cause
do
you
it.
don't know.
So because you don't know, so it's like yo, that just
So if
embrace
they
your
give me a
love and love the
chance to
people.
know, then I'm gonna know.
So in 24,
Because of
that's
that.
gonna drive you slap
It
crazy.
will probably
You
for the
see, I'm,
first
like,
3-4
petty about my
hours. Then it's like,
cousin.
fuck it, I got 20 to go. What are we
Yeah.
gonna do? And I'm gonna be sad. It'll be bittersweet, but I'm gonna know, like, okay, I'm gonna do as much as I can in this time. And like you said, like, how the fuck am I gonna die? Can I avoid it, or do I just gotta go all out and just do the much? You know what I'm saying? You're gonna
Yeah.
be
The
fucked up
most,
doing it, but
right.
you gotta.
But just think about it. Just like, cause I honestly, I understand everything y'all saying, and I totally can attest to. Okay, I can see why y'all saying that. But if you flip that motherfucker over, and that shit say
What
you
if it
got
say 2,000
no,
years,
yeah.
man?
If that's why you got to take the good with the bad. So
Right.
we definitely gonna have the positivity. Like, yo, man, I flip this shit. This shit might say I'm gonna live another 200 years.
But you've only.
But
came
then you
from
can
the
flip that
negative
bitch over. That
aspect,
shit
so what if
say
it
you
comes from
got
the
30
positive?
minutes to live. You like.
But see, you she looking at it
I'ma
from a
be
positive.
sad now
That's
and all
right.
of y'all like 30
but
minutes.
that's-
Wait a minute,
no,
we got
cause
how
I'm
much
not-
it
time?
ain't
and I'm gonna
necessarily
tell you
a
something.
positive.
I'm a-
It's
I'm
about the
a-
reality
Exactly,
of
and I'm not even a-
flipping it over.
I'm not even a positive person. I'm a pessimist by nature. I'll tell you that off the blade. I'm not a half the glass is half full. I'm the kind of the glass got fucking piss in it kind of person. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
But when I thought about it, I'm like, yo, I would want to know because I have business to handle. Like I have 2 kids,
Yeah.
so I need to know like. I need to make arrangements for
Yeah.
y'all. Like, I don't want you to wake up tomorrow. That's the worst thing in the world. Like, you got to wake up
It's
tomorrow or
over.
the next day and you don't know what happened. If I know, that's the problem. That's one of the responsibilities of being a parent. You got to deal with all that struggle and still you got to make your
Nah,
moves
respect,
accordingly. So
respect.
I would have
And
to
in
know.
that
Because
perspective,
because I have to.
Yeah, no, that's what I said. In that
Because I have
perspective,
kids,
yeah,
I'd
in that
have to.
That's what I'm
perspective,
saying. That's what I'm saying.
that's
He a
why it'd
father.
be different.
It's too
Yeah,
selfish not to.
yeah, no,
So like
and
I
that's
said, that's
different.
just
I
an
got
opinion.
friends, too,
Everybody,
so
you know,
that's
everybody gonna have their
different
own
type of
different.
situation.
You know what I'm
Their
saying? Everybody
love
gonna have
is
their
so
own
different.
different way of what they gonna do. It's an opinion.
Oh, it's gonna drive me crazy, but I just know I
Yeah.
have to do it because
Yeah.
I'm like, damn it, these motherfuckers don't know when I'm gonna die. How they gonna survive? Like my kids ain't grown yet.
They spoiled too.
They need to know. Yeah, like they gotta know what's going on.
Do you share it?
As far as what I'm telling everybody. I'm going live immediately. I'm telling
Oh my
you.
God,
And I'm not
Team
even a
40,
social
please,
media
them
type of
niggas
thing,
gonna
but I'm
have a
going live.
whole-
I'm like, you guys, my diet in 24 hours. All right, what we doing? Where y'all at? Who got the gas? Like, what
That
we
shit
doing?
gonna bug the
Somebody
Who
make
got
me
gas?
some macaroni and cheese, like dumb shit like that. Like, that's what I want to do.
Nah,
Like,
son, that shit just cause like I said, just with my mind, just
That beautiful
as far as
baby,
like just
I
where I'm
know
at,
she
yeah, my
wanna
that's
know.
but see when you put it into perspective, cause she still is new, so it's like I know I have a child, I know I'm a father, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But as far as when you got kids who are of certain age, it's like you've been a parent for so long. So yeah, I still know, but it's still fresh. So every time when it comes, like I do think of my child, but it's not every aspect. I'm like, okay, not saying I don't consider her, but it's still like, okay, damn, I be happy to hear that. Like, oh damn, I'm a father as well. So now I got to think about my kids, and you know what I'm saying, and where that would go.
Our perspective is different on this side, but the babies just look at it like, oh my God, it's devastating. So like,
that shit
I
crazy.
want to give them this because that memory is forever.
Yeah,
like you can really go hard. I mean, you go hard. I'm not saying that, but we can go extremely hard if we know tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like.
We might not never took no pictures together, nothing. Like, let me take this picture so you remember me.
Right,
Like, my cousin such and such ain't got no picture.
Nah, and when you put it in that perspective, I can understand. It's like how it feels. It's not really no right or wrong answer. It's just like, I be thinking about, I be trying to, I just know how I go.
That's
like,
how you want to be.
When I know it, that shit gonna put me in overdrive. And like, shit is smooth and I'm at a peaceful moment with the love and the people I got around. It's just like, that shit had me like, And then I start, if I feel like, I ain't gonna kick it with Buzz today. I'm tripping. Like I'm trying to cut searching. Like I gotta go kick it with this nigga to make sure. So this like, that shit. Your timing I had, you like, damn, what the fuck? Then if I ain't take care of all I was supposed to in the day, I'm dropped like,
wrong?
It's like,
What if the little date was wrong?
Yeah,
Ooh, why?
That
I mean, we trying to, we just saying if you
that's
look
ill
over,
though. That's ill though.
Sasa, it's on you. You look at that piece of paper and they got your death date on it. Would you flip it over or leave it?
I'm definitely looking at it.
You gonna look at it?
Of course.
Why? What would make you
I'm
look at
my kid's only surviving parent.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So I always think about that when I do shit these days.
Right.
That's my first thought of with anything. I'm the only mother, father that they got. Of course, they have grandma, grandpa, stepdad, but they don't even really have him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's nothing like having at least one of your parents, your mother or your father. Right. So yeah, I'm gonna look at it because then, like she said, planning. You know what I'm saying? I like to try to plan things out. So at least if I'm not gonna be here, I can make sure that I have things in order the way that I would want to see things.
Right.
And then I'm gonna sit in that bathroom as long as I can
Yeah.
and try to avoid that day. You gonna have to bring me food in there. I'm smoking in this bathroom. We drinking in this bathroom. Like we not going nowhere. Somebody must be about to blow my head off in this bathroom. They must be coming in this bathroom. And we gonna shoot it out in this bathroom too. And so I'm gonna throw the time off just a little. We gonna throw it off a little bit.
Especially that last week.
Sitting in here. What's the day?
You can do everything in the bathroom. The bathroom is safe haven for real.
We in the bathroom.
Yeah. Throw up, cry.
Drunk.
Wash your ass.
Get your fine on this
Yeah,
shit.
right.
Like,
Confidence in the bathroom.
come
You
back
be
and come
good
back
in
And
again.
it's 2020, huh?
Smashing in that bathroom. We doing everything in that
Yeah.
bathroom.
Good, you can get your rocks up in the bathroom.
Doing all that.
The showers made a lot
Yo,
of
the
babies.
bathroom might be the spot.
The bathroom is definitely the saving grace.
Yeah,
You know, the tub has saved a lot of niggas in real life.
I'm
just saying.
If you get too sleepy.
I did that cold floor in the bathroom.
Yes,
I did
that's that word.
Drunken on the
Oh
floor.
yeah, every nigga
Oh, yeah,
did
that
it.
shit feels so good.
I remember, I never
Butt
get,
naked on the floor?
not to cut y'all off. One time, we threw a party, right? We threw a party like a New Year's party. Now my mom just thought she had bought us champagne and shit, right? But I had gave my older brother some bread, so he go get us the liquor. So we got everybody. I probably got like 15 people at the crib. Nigga, we got the big, back then they used to have everything with the handle on it. So we had the big ass shit. We had the Grey Goose bottle. We getting fucked up, right? My mom come home like, damn, why everybody drunk? Why is throw up everywhere? Hey, so my man went to sleep by the toilet, right? So I wake up in the morning, I'm drunk. I go to pee, he like, man, don't do me like that, bro. And I look, I'm like, oh, shit. He's like, bro, don't pee right there, bro. I'm like, bro, you slept on it. He was like, bro, this is the coolest spot. He's like, the toilet. He's like, the toilet was cold, everything. Shit was so crazy, son. He's like, the toilet was cold, all that shit. The shit was so funny, but I just know
that bathroom will bring you back, though.
For real.
Really drunk
It'd be
night.
cool.
Why?
It'd be cool.
I just take showers for
hours.
hours.
Yeah. Hey, yo, word to my
water
mother,
is
son.
something
The
about
bathroom water, the
Go
cold water in the
swim
bathroom
God.
always gonna be cold as a
Water.
bitch.
Oh, my
I don't give a fuck what you talking about. Turn the cold water on in the tub. It's colder than all this shit in the house, right? I'm a hood nigga. I drunk out of water hose growing up.
I drunk out the sink
We want to
in
turn
the
the water
bathroom.
hose.
Sink in the bathroom,
That
too. That's
motherfucker
what
went back.
that's
You know what I'm
water.
saying? Hooping.
When I was
I'm
little,
so
what?
dead.
Going to the bathroom.
We drunk out the water hose where I'm from, man. They be talking about all this bottled water. My kid got it good. She's good. My baby, they never had to get the faucet water. All her water came out of a jug or what's name. She don't even know how regular water tastes yet. I grew up in the hood where we played basketball. Go grab the water hose, hit that motherfucker, and go back to hoop. That's like the green water.
Yeah,
but you
that's
know,
right.
but I'm just saying, we was outside.
That's
Yeah,
what
When you said we drunk out
You
the
better
water hose,
say
I'm
that.
like, you
Nigga, I
basically
drunk out the street and all that too.
Yeah, everybody.
used to put the ice cubes and fill it up.
Man, these kids
Now
got a newer
everybody
phone
buy
than I
bottled
do.
water and all that
No,
shit.
they got a newer
my
phone
daughter
than
don't
I
know.
do.
in Georgia.
My daughter doesn't know what tap water tastes like. She doesn't.
If she grew up here, good.
Yo,
thing.
but in Georgia,
Well,
you really
she's
ain't
won.
good.
She's
I'm
won.
just saying. It's tap water
Down
fuck
here,
up.
it's like
Hey, why everybody always say that about it later? Because ain't no water around this motherfucker.
You can't drink
Hey,
water
hey,
here.
No,
hey,
she's
yo,
won.
like, where you get that water from? The Chattahoochee? You don't want that. You don't want to drink that
Definitely don't want no
Chattahoochee.
Georgia tap
You don't
water.
want-
No,
That
seriously.
shit make you dumb as
You don't
hell.
want that
You
Chattahoochee
don't
water?
drink none of that
And my
water.
daughter say that's bougie. No, ma'am.
No, something's
What?
wrong with the water down
Because
here.
when I
the
go
water
out,
is
I
worse
get
than
bottled
clean.
water. I don't
Oh
want that.
shit.
Oh, you don't want the tap water?
Not for real.
Look at that
no.
tappy tap. Them real
Nah,
niggas,
Boston
man.
got some of the
Shot
best tap water in the
instead of
world.
that.
This
Look.
shit down here.
Who?
No,
New
Boston.
York.
I swear to
Oh,
God.
yeah.
When I went to New York, I'm gonna be honest. I had some good tap water in Queens, and then you go to the city, and it tastes like dirt. You know what I'm saying? In Manhattan. So I'm like, damn. I think maybe I don't know if it's outside, if it's just the
Manhattan
city.
too rich.
You said
my
we
mother
should-
Bronx water.
See,
is
I don't know.
good.
I don't know about the Bronx, but that's what I'm saying. When I was in Queens, I was good. I drank tap water at my homegirl's
That
house.
damn
When I drank some
Manhattan
tap
water
water
is
in the
horrible.
city, I was like, damn, what did
Tap
y'all get
water
this
was
from the
good.
Hudson? Yeah, that's what it tastes like.
God damn.
I ain't gonna lie, DC
Yeah,
tap water is
Manhattan
pretty
is
good
horrible.
too.
Yeah, man. Rochester tap water
DC
good,
tap
man. We
water
got all the
pretty
water
good.
by us. We got
It's a
Lake
little fishy.
Ontario.
Boston tap
We
water's
got
good.
all type of shit. We got Lake Erie, all that shit around me. Upstate New York got a lot of water and shit, so
Yeah,
our
that's
water's
a
good.
Y'all got Niagara
Yeah, where
Falls
you
water.
at?
Man, we got all that, man. We
Yeah,
get
y'all
good
got
water.
good
We
water.
get good water. Where I'm from.
That
Yeah.
good spring.
So it's on you,
water.
my
For
man.
real.
Tell me, if you had that piece of paper sitting in front of you and that
Bravo.
thing I
This
just
the
did
tiebreaker
days on
right
it,
here,
what
'cause
would
this
you
the
do?
main.
Nah, I ain't looking. I ain't looking.
You
No,
wanna look?
not-
I
you
can't
said you
do
wanna
it.
look at?
No, Nate
I
ain't
can't.
one
I
of
can't
those.
do it because, like you said, it's gonna drive me crazy. Like
Yeah.
whether it say tomorrow, 30 years, 50 years, I'm gonna be like, bruh, I'm dying. Like, damn, like that's fucked up. Like I mean, like death is coming, but like
We're all dying now.
that shit is like
So you
knowing the
looking?
actual date. No, I'm
Nah,
not.
Oh,
You
you
ain't
know.
looking.
Nah,
Okay, no.
leave that shit
But
down.
if it's 50 years, that's a plus. If it's 24
you.
hours, that's
I
still
mean,
a plus.
I mean, it's
Nah.
still a
Because
plus,
if it's
but
24
still.
hours, we're going to fuck this 24 hours
And are they gonna
up
tell you
in
how
this
you
bathroom,
die on
like
it,
I
or
said.
just
But
when
we
you
going to fuck it
die?
up, though.
But I
Well,
mean,
look,
like
you
even
do
if,
That's
but
it.
even if
you
it tell
fucking
you
it up, go ahead. I ain't
24
gonna cut you-
hours
I ain't
or
gonna
like
cut
There was
you
a
off.
50
Nickelback
years,
video
that shit
like
gonna
that.
drive
Have
you
you ever seen
crazy.
it?
But you
though.
know,
There's a song called Save
I
Me.
don't
It's
wanna
one of my
know.
favorite
But I-
songs.
Cause
And the video
what
is
I'm
dope.
planning for though.
Thank you. That's
but
good
see,
music,
that's what I
right?
say.
That's good music.
Mothers think of things differently
That's
from
fire.
the way that fathers think of shit. You see that?
Yeah.
Because he was like, why I'm going to look? He was like, what I'm planning for.
Cause I mean, like
You-
if I'm doing what I want to do right now, and I'm happy, I'm living and everything good right now. Just knowing what that's gonna do, make me step it up.
Because mothers
Step it up anyway.
No, but I'm just saying.
Like-
But I'm saying, honestly
I
speaking,
guess
mothers
I feel
plan
like
for
it's
their
a
children's
different
future. They
purpose
feel like
when
they
you
have
know.
to do that.
I
Y'all let
I ain't got
Well,
no
look,
kids, you hear me? So
okay,
I'm
so
So that's
different.
different. So
I ain't got
I
no
could dig
kids,
that.
you
I
hear
could
me?
dig that.
All right, and
But-
He
respect,
said,
and
"Fuck,
then
am I gonna do?
still-
Step it up." That was funny.
But I'm serious though. Like,
And
what you gonna do?
Like, what else?
Right,
Like,
you
you
What you gonna
extra
step
hard
up what you
tomorrow.
already doing?
Like, yo, so if
He
you get
got
hit
kids,
with a
though,
24-hour
he still say
deadline,
no.
you say you're gonna fuck these 24 up, right? So when you fucking these 24 up, that means you getting your vice. You either smoking, drinking, you feeling good. And when you under that influence, your mind ain't the same. So once you did that and turned,
You're gonna be
you
paranoid.
don't 6 to 7 of your hours probably gone, or you trying to like, hold up.
I want my last to be. I want to forget that I'm dying.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying, so how you
I'm trying to be
But that's what I'm
blasted.
saying, as far as your
Don't wanna
planning
know.
and doing shit for
No,
what you
as
was
soon as I know my planning's gonna
The
come
24 hours is
immediately.
hard.
As
You
soon
gotta
as I
plan.
find out, oh my God, I got 24 hours. Ma, listen, let me tell you what's going on. This is what's happening if I can do that, or such and such. This is what's going on. If whatever allies I have or resources or family that I can legitimately reach out to, I need you to make this situation happen for my kid. This is what I want no matter what. Don't let this motherfucker come around. This motherfucker can. XYZ, blase, blase, blah. I'm gonna try to do this. If I have to go fucking scam,
But that's
still
why
do
you.
I can.
That's why you should be setting it up
That's
now.
what I would
though.
try to do.
Like you gotta set it up
I mean,
now.
I
though.
can
True
set it up.
And like you
indeed.
have wills
True
and all that
indeed.
shit.
I mean,
you know what
obviously those things are, of course, like life insurance and
I ain't
things like
got
that. But I
that.
mean, like for the immediate future, like tomorrow,
got
God
no
forbid
life
if I'm gonna
insurance.
die, like I'm not going to plan for
I need
who's gonna
that.
start bringing my kid to school if I die in a week. Who's gonna
No,
do
but
those
that's
things? You're
good.
not planning those things. You're planning
You're
for
not,
the
but
longevity.
I mean, but then this is the same thing because like I just recently lost my grandma and like we knew she was dying. Like we see the shit coming, so it's like
prepare for it.
Right.
you prepare for it, but how you prepare for that?
Right.
Like you just
But you
sitting
still
there.
gonna be sad.
Maybe
Yeah,
not
you still gonna be
emotionally, but
sad,
you
and you
gotta
like,
make
all right, I'm
arrangements.
getting
Like,
arrangements
like,
together and
like,
shit.
like, so
Like,
she make sure
but-
all of her
if she
things
was
are in
well.
order the
Yeah,
way
you
that
feel me?
she
Like-
would want it to be.
Dying, I'ma
Because you
be
can
with her
speak to her
more.
still at that if she's still coherent enough to,
You feel me?
speak
But I'm
about
just
it.
saying, like, if that was me in that situation where I'm like, because for her, she know what's going on. Like, you're on your way out. So it's like, what you do?
Yeah.
Like you sitting there, you like, okay, well, I'm a plan. I just want to tell
But think
everybody
about
I
how
love
old
older
your
you.
people
grandma
normally
was-
have-
how
if
old
you
your
sat-
grandma
if
was
People
living?
older, like grandmas
She
normally
was
have
in
their
her
stuff
70s.
ready
She was
already.
70?
So she probably had her
70s
stuff
life.
planned out.
It is,
My
and then
grandma was in her
you're not gonna
80s, and
mostly
she didn't
spend your
wanna die.
time
She
thinking
said it
about
every
dying.
day.
When you're dying, you think about everything else. If you ever notice, like they want to talk about life, they want to talk about a
About
lot of
what
time,
happened in
memories,
the
things
past.
like that, because
Exactly,
they
I'm
know it's
saying,
the
though.
inevitable. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. You know it's coming, so I'm saying, like, what you gonna do? Like, you know it's in, like, let's say in 5 years. You know it's in 5 years. You know the exact day in 5 years. You just sitting there like, so this
Like
day
you said,
coming.
what am I gonna do?
Today
Go
is
hard?
today.
Unfortunately,
I'ma go
probably-
harder than I'm
probably
already
gonna
going.
crash out because that's what I'm gonna feel like I need to
That's
do in
what
order
I'm
to
Exactly.
telling
all
you.
the way here.
I think
I'm
it's
gonna
different
put 'em up.
stages
I'm going to
too.
do
It
shit that I
is. It's
probably
definitely
wouldn't have
different
done,
stages.
depending
Crash out,
on how
so
desperate I
I'ma
felt
go
like
too
I needed to
crazy.
make things
Like I
happen,
said,
depending
my
on how much
sanity
support I
gonna
felt
be
I had,
gone.
or
Yeah,
depending
my
on how I felt
sanity.
like these people are gonna respect my wishes when I'm gone.
I
If I don't feel like I
respect
have
that.
that, then I'm probably gonna go all the way out the window and try to be like, oh my God, I gotta do this, that, and the other because I don't have that. And if I'm blessed and I do have that, then I'll probably be able to rest ashore a little bit more, and I might be able to spend more time as far as focus on let me spend my time with my people, or let me do that. But it depends
I
on
respect
what you
that, though.
come from. If you have, everybody doesn't have that kind of support.
Believe that.
You know what I'm saying? So I guess it depends on what your
Yeah,
your
that's
It
what I'm
just
saying.
situation.
depends on
That's why I
how
said
you
there's
feel.
no wrong answer to it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
so I'm the last one to go. I wouldn't look at it.
You wouldn't?
I wouldn't look at it.
The guys ain't looking.
I
Guys
wouldn't
ain't
look.
looking.
You know
Guys
why?
ain't
looking.
We're not
You wouldn't look
looking.
either?
You know,
Okay.
I'm just telling you, I
No.
wouldn't look at it. Like, and you know what? Like I said,
gotta
it's
know.
guys, but it's just like with guys, like, I
You
think
got
about it
kids?
like, yeah, I got a daughter. I got
Okay.
a daughter. She's 1 year old.
I was just doing
But
the
I'm
ratio.
already, I already go so
I
like
was
he
just
said.
doing the ratio because
like-
he don't have none and you got some, so I was just
but
trying to see
like
where
he
it was
said,
at.
I wake up every day though. I wake up every day already thinking about how hard I can go for her.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
And I
so
get
I wouldn't
that.
want to.
How hard you
I
can
don't
go
wanna-
for her future, but or how hard you can go in the event of your
Both.
demise.
I-
Those are
it's
two
both.
different things.
It's
Demise
You
both
wake up
because-
every day and be like,
Because
if I
I'm gonna be
die
real with you.
tomorrow,
My
that happens.
thing is, I ain't like
I
I didn't
feel
grow up
you.
without my mother and my
That's
father.
forever.
My
Those
mother
are
and my
two
father was in
different
my life. So I got those codes. Like my mom was different and my dad was different. They were two different people, but they were together. So they placed that, they still that up on me. You get what I'm saying? So like, when I was able to get out and walk on my own 2 feet, I knew what it was of being a man. My dad had put it in me already.
No, I respect that, but do you
my
get up and
thing
live
is-
for your
my
daughter,
thing
or
is-
do you think about dying and what you're gonna do
No,
for her?
I'm
just
thinking
think-
about like when me every day I wake up, I think about I don't want my daughter ever to work for nobody. She should have her own shit set up.
Gotcha.
So that's
But-
how I get up every day. You get what I'm saying? I get up every day and I put my life on the line so she don't got to do shit. Because my dad did the same thing for me. You get what I'm saying? I went to school. He didn't go to college. I went to college, graduated, did all that shit. He didn't do that shit. He was a working nigga every day, drove trucks every day. To this day, right now, I can call my dad. He get up and do the same shit, drive the church van and shit like that. But like that's instilled in me. So right now that I wouldn't want to look at that shit because I think it would kill me just by looking at that shit. To know that, damn, I'm about to die in a year or 2 years, and this
Exactly.
day is gonna be. It's
But
a day
because
coming.
you,
Right.
can I ask you
And
a
I'm about to go
question?
so hard. I'm gonna stress myself out. Like I think stress is the
You gonna
worst shit in
overwork
the
yourself.
world.
And
Yeah.
no, that's
You
why I
gonna
agree with
overwork
you. That's why I
yourself.
said no.
You'll
You
crash
could.
out.
You might.
Yeah.
You. That's why I said I might crash out. I'm not gonna
Right.
lie to kick.
Yeah.
I'm
You
not
might
gonna
not
act
even
like
make it to
everything's
this
gonna be
shit.
perfect.
You know what
I
I'm
might
saying?
go bad shit, but I'm gonna look anyway.
Right.
I
So-
personally
No,
think
I
it's
am.
different stages that you are at in your life, the way that you would
Right.
determine how you would deal with this situation too. Because the way that I feel today might not feel like this 3 years
Right.
later.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or the way that you feel today,
Right.
you might not feel like this 3 years
Right.
later. So you
Right.
know what I'm saying? I think it's
Or
it's
prior.
certain
Yeah.
I gotta go.
Right.
stages
I
that
can
you
see
get
that.
with your
Yeah.
kids
Nah, and that
and your
makes
life,
sense.
just
That
makes
period.
sense.
You
That's
know,
why-
making you
that's why
decide
I
on
can see that.
Yeah,
Look,
you know.
so-
I don't know how far you are from your goals for your daughter, right?
Right.
But let's say she's one. I'm assuming you're. I'm not even talking about like financially. Let's say you're not even like where you might want to be for
Right,
her to be
that's
set
real.
up yet, right?
Right.
So God forbid if you did get that piece of paper, like would that change it? Like you might be thinking about the future. Would that change it now? Like knowing that you're not set up necessarily where you want her to be, would you want to know and try to figure out is there a way to set her up before you go, or you still just wouldn't want to
I
know?
wouldn't want to know.
I feel like that would
Listen,
break you
'cause
I
down.
can
look,
respect that. I
Nah,
respect
but
that.
look, my thing,
No,
because
no,
I had a
like I
question.
feel
I had
like
a
You don't
I
question.
care
feel-
about the scenario. No.
I had
Because
a
like you know how
Reword
sometimes
it.
you think about
don't
something in
wanna
the,
know.
in the
It is
future
what
and
it
it's
is.
like okay,
No,
then
No,
like
because
someone
the question,
wanted to
the
make it.
question,
Yeah,
the
don't
question
wanna know.
that dawned on me
know.
is because
We
when
wanna
he
know.
said, you was like, okay, knowing, because he said like the key factor was like, yo, I'm gonna get up and go hard every day. It's about her. But then you say, okay, when in your demise, do you do the same thing? But just based on just not too much getting in deep, but certain niggas get up every day and deal with shit that could either land you in a certain place or dead. You
Right.
feel me? So it's
Right.
like
So
And
that's
that's
what
every
different
day.
for men, and I
That's what
noticed
I
that's
said.
a lot
So it
different for a lot of
depending on
guys.
certain
Right.
shit, like how you handle your business. Niggas get up every day. It's already with that on your mind. Like
I might
shit, shit.
guided.
Shit could go left or shit could be like this. So it's like every day
ain't-
niggas
and
is
you know what's
getting-
crazy?
No,
No,
facts.
You know
Nah,
what
that's
I'm
a fact.
saying?
But
Like,
that's why I said.
like,
But that's why I
No,
said.
I
in a
wasn't
sense,
saying
so when
only
she
guys,
said the
but I'm
demise,
gonna keep it a buck as far as what in my life, because I like, you know what I'm saying. I personally, by the grace of God, I don't get up and have to worry about that. I think that things could happen, but I don't. That's not something because the life I live.
Right.
Thank God. So that's why when you said that, I'm like, okay, that's a whole different aspect. I didn't even think about it like
and
that.
it be
You know what I'm
perspective.
saying? So that's just me, and I'm not saying only guys, but just I'm
Right.
just
No, I
Yeah.
understand.
Nah, right. That's
No,
why
I
it's
was
like so. It ain't necessarily in the demise of it, because it like he said, yo, I get up every day, and this is because honestly, just before all this started, when I was telling her, I'm like, yo, my daughter changed my life. You feel me? Like, yo, her now when I get up, my get up be different. Like before, when I get up, I could wake up and be cooked, but now it's like, hold up.
Okay, so
It's
you know,
a
like
different.
me and this nigga close, like
It's
this my
Right.
dog.
different.
But yo, let me tell you
Yeah.
something.
I
Even
would
you
definitely
just
hoop out
saying
the
that,
headband.
like
When
when
I
answering
met
my
y'all,
question like that,
we
that
ain't had no
completely
kids.
like it
Y'all
was
Y'all
a
was living
answer,
y'all life
because
like
I
it
don't
was
think I don't
golden.
consider that every day.
Right.
I'm not in
Go
the
to the
streets.
moon.
You
I'll
know
go
what I'm
to
saying? So
the
I don't
moon.
gotta consider like I'm not saying like that. It's only for people in the streets, but for the most part, it's like
Yeah.
when I wake up, I don't worry about like, okay, this might be my last day because this might happen because I move like this.
Yeah.
So that's why that wasn't. I didn't
Yeah,
consider that. So, you know what I'm
exactly.
saying? So
Exactly.
I
Nah,
respect
but like,
that.
like I
totally
said, it's an
respect that.
opinion based on everybody's opinion, right? And you know what I'm saying? Like every day, I ain't gonna lie, G. Since I had a child, it's like I got somebody else to live for.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
It ain't
So
about
every
you no
day,
more.
like every day, like even
This
if
shit
Not
ain't-
alone.
like any
That's
every
right
day,
there.
like that
You are
that
not
brighten my day up. Like if I call her and I see her on FaceTime, it's like, damn son, it ain't me no
got a
more to
little
think about.
person.
I don't just,
Wow.
like, and that changed my life. I tell me and my homeboys is having this conversation. I tell every man, like, go see your child be born, but when you do, it will change your fucking life.
Yeah,
I'm telling
fact.
you, every man that. Like you see how strong your girl is, you see how strong, like you.
Y'all women
watch that shit.
superheroes.
You be having a new
Superhero,
respect
like,
for her
I'm
too.
like, damn,
Word of
son.
my boy.
Right, she get
Yeah.
it. She get a
Oh,
little
my
pass.
God.
She
You
get
be
to
like,
say a
you
little
know
bit more
what?
slick shit. She
Yeah,
get away with some
son.
shit.
That's
Going
a
through
strap.
This
every
a whole
shit.
50
You
piece
ain't
right
gonna-
here.
Sasa. That's so glad you said that, Sasa. G shit.
I had
telling
my
you.
kids
After
before
I just
the
went through it,
epidural
my
shit,
sure she
like,
had that baby, and I seen it, and just knowing, I'm talking about the emotions leading up to it, from carrying it to every month seeing how you go through, to being in that hospital room and seeing, okay, right before and then after, and then like, wait a minute, yo,
You
you
ain't
You
different.
ain't
I ain't
seen
gonna lie,
shit
like,
yet.
Because
Like,
like,
this
you
shit so
always
crazy.
have that
This shit so
commitment
crazy.
baby.
Like,
a
niggas
lot
be
of,
like-
a lot
you
of dudes
like-
who don't be around for the pregnancy,
when
that's
you-
why it's easier for them to not necessarily be around because that bond doesn't happen
They ain't
immediately
caught
like
that,
it does,
yeah.
and that's
They don't.
sad
That
because it's
shit
true.
It's so
different.
crazy though, like, cause you know how you grow up and you see older niggas and they be having baby moms. You're like, damn, so why ain't this baby mom be really going through that shit? Like, he could have been left that bit. No, she get a different pass. G, I'm telling you, that shit hit a little different.
Because
Right?
everybody and
Yeah,
people, girls say the same
man,
thing with
your-
their baby
your
fathers. People be like,
childhood
why
gonna
she
get a
still be
different
fucking with her
pass,
baby
G.
father? Because at the end of the day, you really want to try to make things work in the
But-
situation
But
on
look,
both
how long
sides.
you was with
You
him
see
before
what
you
I'm
found
saying?
out that he was just a
That's what
clown?
No,
Like, we
it's
weren't
true.
supposed to just have no
How
kids
long
and that be
how
it.
long
We
you was
supposed to
your
be
baby
together,
father before you
nigga.
found out, like, I'm done with this nigga, he really a clown?
I would
Yeah.
say 8 years.
How many babies y'all got together?
2.
He was clowning around in that pussy too.
Yes,
That
but we
clowning.
was married for like
He was clowning
we was
around.
married for like
Yeah.
19 years.
Y'all was married for 19 years, see?
No, wait, but that nigga was hiding. Like I was trying to divorce that motherfucker. Like,
Yeah, but you didn't though. You stayed.
no,
around.
what are you
Some
talking
made you
about?
stay.
Oh, I did. Like I was away from him for like 17 of them 19 years.
God damn.
Preach,
man.
sis,
So was y'all
preach.
married or was
Don't
y'all
get me
dating? Was
My
y'all
nigga-
married or was y'all best friends? That's what I'm
Oh, like
figuring
I
out.
left him when I was able to when he got locked up and I was tapped for that last
Sounds
time.
like
I
my
checked up
story.
the deuces, my nigga. But when I left, I learned my worth. Oh, when
Right.
I found out the type of niggas that was at a
Right,
bitch,
oh, okay.
he was
Church.
He was
So leave your
Why?
check and find out what's hit. What it's hitting for.
No, I found out my worth. Like, and
That's real. Ain't
They
nothing
still
wrong
be
with
on
that.
the
That's
bitch
what
line.
everybody's
You like,
supposed to
where
do.
you
like,
lying though?
he
I got
won't-
out in these streets.
Oh, that's what we doing. He
But
was
I ain't gonna lie, son. You go
fuck
like
nigga.
that's what you gotta like. I tell everybody that though. Everybody need to find their worth. Everybody should know their worth.
Yeah, you
before
gotta
they
know
want
the
anything.
I had no.
Cause if you don't know your worth,
I
then
was
you go in there and like they gonna treat you like a motherfucking basketball. You gonna be passing you around. You get what I'm saying? Like I done heard some. I heard some crazy ass nut stories in my life,
You
G.
said that.
Okay,
You get what I'm
Oh,
saying?
napkins.
But it's just like a nigga don't respect you. If you gonna let a nigga like, man, one of my man just crazy son. Like I done heard the craziest shit, and it's like damn, son, he don't got no respect for you if he gonna do that. Then, like, at least it's
But
like,
it's something
He
that
ain't
she
got no
did
respect.
also
Right.
to allow the shit. She opened the door and there was no way to close the door.
Right.
And he kept doing what he was doing and got fucked over.
So-
Shit be like that. You know what I'm saying?
I
But
was
that's
a
what I was
dumb
talking
door.
about with that toxic shit.
Right.
It goes back.
I was
do.
young.
You know
I
what
was
I'm
a
saying? That
dumb
shit
door.
go years and years. That shit don't happen overnight.
it don't.
I was
That's a-
dumb as hell.
But it starts
But you was
at
in love. She
home.
probably was young.
Oh, that shit would never happen again.
I know
Though.
we
But
not saying it
I
happened
was
again because
dumb
you
as
live and you
hell.
learn
Like
from
I
it.
ain't know no
Me
better.
too,
Bless
sis.
my
I was
heart.
married for 17 years too.
Knew about the
And
other
the nigga
baby
was on some
mamas.
shit.
For real?
Yeah,
They
he
fighting
had
me
a
about
baby on
this
me.
clown. Like I don't
But
fight.
that's
I ain't
the
fighting
world.
over no
That's the
nigga.
And,
world.
and I still stayed after that.
I ain't fighting over no nigga. Me too, dumb
Like,
door.
You know why?
So
I was like
You know,
Tina
I'd
though.
never,
When I was
like,
through,
try to,
I
like,
was
play nobody
through.
or something like that.
Oh,
I thought I was supposed to.
I jumped
thought
out
what
that
marriage
closet.
was supposed to
It was
That's why-
yes.
it was over. You found your way, but
And I
there's nothing
moved
wrong
to
with
a
that.
different
There's nothing
state
wrong with
and
that.
left
You
her.
find out what your
Marriage,
worth
I
was.
understand
You get what I'm
kinda-
saying?
I never
No, I ain't
been married,
find out
but I
my
can
worth until I
understand
got
how
up that
important
road,
it
but
is.
when I did,
Right. So,
it was the right
so like tonight, right? We got everybody in here. Everybody from like different cities and shit like that. Everybody from different places, right? So I just want to know y'all, cause like, and then we got different ages, right? I want to know like, cause I'm just like if y'all look at our society right now, like I want to know about, like, is it cold and shit? Like do yo, like where you from? Do it got like a cold like?
I think
Like
that's
certain shit.
everywhere.
Hell yeah, what?
Well,
What
I'm
kind
just
of
saying-
codes
Codes
about?
to what,
not
though?
just
I think
fuck, I ain't
that's
talking about
everywhere.
fucking with niggas. I'm talking about like codes, like ethics,
Morals,
like moral values. Like y'all know, like
Yeah.
That's
for some
everywhere.
reason, I feel like we losing our code. Like we don't
I
got.
don't
I feel
think
like
it's
right
where
now
you
it's like a
from.
new society. Like we don't got no codes. Like
Oh,
you
it
know how
might
like
be.
a different
I take
different
that back.
nationality. Like say for instance, I'm gonna give y'all for instance. I'm gonna start it off. Like
Hold on, wait, but not
Wait,
cutting you
let's
off.
see
So
what
this
nationality.
the topic. This is
yeah,
what we
this is
doing
the
tonight.
topic. We talking about like codes and ethics of like where you from. Like do you have it? Cause like
So
they
code
always
and
say.
ethics.
Because they say it take a village to raise a family and people, right?
It
You
depends.
get
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like,
This
but
era,
I'm
this
just
is
saying,
the
like,
era.
we don't have that no more. You get what
They
I'm
don't
saying?
have
If you
no
look
respect.
around, like, back when I was growing up, the code that we had, you was never disrespecting no older person. in your
Right.
life.
Definitely.
That's
They
not,
Definitely.
not now.
They can tell you to pull your
Twin it,
pants
twin
up
and
and get
you
your ass
just-
down
whatever.
the street. You was gonna pull your pants up. You might got popped,
You might
and
have
then you
got
guys
your
whooped.
ass
That's what I'm saying.
Jenkins gonna
But
whoop
it was
your
just,
ass.
It was,
just-
but did you ever disrespect the older person?
no,
No.
I never did.
That's lit.
because I just
I
grew
got
up-
my ass beat for it, but I snuck and did it a couple times when I was outside.
Right. That's what I'm
Because
saying.
I knew they didn't know my mother.
like-
You know what I'm saying? So I'm
Right.
not gonna act like I never did that. But if you didn't, you're lit. I
Nah,
did it.
no, I'm saying everybody's now don't live.
No,
like,
no,
everybody
so
forced their hand. Everybody forced their hand before they try to get away with some shit.
That's
Like
what I'm
my-
saying. Did you do it?
No, like I don't seen people say like, "Hey Nate, what the fuck you over there doing? We throwing rocks through and shooting BB
Of course,
guns
but
and shit."
fuck you and run.
Like man, get the fuck out of here. And then they call the
run.
house like, "Hey, I just seen." But we learned after that it was
Especially adults that you interact with. I'm saying, what about strangers?
Right,
You've been with a
but
group
nah,
of your
but
friends and
I-
talk crazy, or
I
one of your
got-
friends get
I
crazy.
took so many
I've
good
done
ass
that.
whoopings. I took so
I
many.
did sometimes, but I
Hey,
got
look,
cute. I
but
got
look,
cute a
I
couple
took so
times
many
showing
good
up.
ass whoopings that I didn't do it. You get what I'm saying? Like once you take them ass whoopings and you getting a lesson learned, you're not
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
keep doing it. You get what
This
I'm
is
saying?
true.
I'm just saying like as like for instance, right? Different nationalities got different codes. There's certain shit that niggas just ain't gonna do. Like I watched it on a movie. I watched it on this TV show the other day, and an Italian dude was like, "Yeah, they monkeys. Monkeys don't have a code. Like they'll kill a nigga in front of their parents. They'll kill a nigga in front of with his kids and shit like that. Like that's just us. That's our culture. Like men,
But there used to be a code to that.
Yeah, you get
'Cause,
what I'm
like-
saying. But that's what I'm saying. Like
Everybody has
like,
lost their codes. It's not just
Certain
us.
people
Everybody,
did, though.
yeah,
Like, you know,
everybody
even
has.
the black
It's
people-
not though,
Italians
y'all. Like
used
we
to-
sit, like
No,
not to be
'cause,
funny.
like,
Like
I
we
mean-
sitting here right now, right?
Mhm.
Our hip hop is our genre, right?
Yeah.
We have the only genre that beef with each other. Rock and roll niggas don't beef. Goddamn country singers is
They
not
don't
swapping
beef
it
or
out
they
at the
don't they
next
don't beef or
country
they don't
spot.
publicize. And how old are these
that's-
rock and
Right,
roll
but I'm
stars?
just saying,
Let's
that's
keep
what
it
I'm
a
talking about.
buck.
Our ethic. That's what
Our
I'm saying.
genre also has some of the youngest artists too.
Right.
So that's why that
That's what
kind
I'm
of thing.
saying, though, but like-
But
these
G
are
shit,
young
but
people.
look, but look,
But still,
hold
we
on,
can
look,
see
Not that
that.
it's okay,
But
but
see, look,
that's okay.
wait, hold on,
Yeah.
Rich, because that's why we so fucked up as a whole. Because we give ourselves so many. It's always an excuse.
Oh, I didn't make no
That's-
excuse.
it's
I'm just saying this is
No.
why I believe it's
But
happening.
look,
The younger
but look.
generation, I agree, they don't have no respect, but I
But-
feel like that's the reason why it's so.
But look, let
rampant
me
in
give you
hip-hop.
one
Not
valuable
because-
point.
Not
Let me
because
give you
we've
one.
lost our shit, but because the generations coming up ain't got it.
I
And
think
not-
it's-
it's not- we haven't lost
So,
shit.
but look,
It's
right.
them coming up.
They
So
done
I'm not
fucked
making no
up
excuse
for
for it. I
it.
just feel like
It's
that's the
our
reason why it's
generation.
there.
Look,
You know what I'm saying?
as
Soil.
our not but as our in our genre, like you said, because that is a valid and a solid point. We do have some of the youngest and who be the most successful. But within the last decade, we done lost some of the youngest. Every nigga who done pretty much tapped out is some of these young boys. Everybody's these young niggas. Before it was like, yo, when we first growing up in our era, we had Biggie and Pac was the biggest loss in the hip hop era that from what I know from. Biggie, Pac, you had a few people. Yeah, you got but that's what I'm saying. No, you got a few people who don't pass within. But as far as the big impact that affected the world was like Biggie, Pac. Then you came and then you called it the Nipsey lately. But then right after that, these little young niggas is dropping. You had a
drugs,
Mac Miller.
though. This ain't no street.
Yeah, but no, we're going. Some
different.
niggas don't
It's
get
flashy.
but still, it's
Smoke
still an
shit.
impact of our genre. What do our genre? What do we portray?
Yeah.
It's for the drugs.
We can portray too, but on the same token,
So
we
it's like-
can't be responsible for every single
No, we
person's
not-
lyrics
we not
because
holding
if that's
it.
the case, there's a lot of people who rap that don't promote that kind of shit.
No, that's a
Yeah.
fact.
So we have to take
That's
the
a
go with the
fact.
bad. We can't only just highlight
we
the
not.
these
No,
little
no, I'm not
druggies that
That's
are
a
fucking it up.
fact. I ain't
These little
highlighting
druggies are making us look bad, but on the minute that we own it and be like, okay, this is that, then we've accepted
But my
that.
my thing, or what I touched on was just as far, because that was a fact of what you said as far as the young, we bring in a lot of young artists in our genre.
Right.
All the young, but in the past decade, we done lost more young artists than we done lost and when we was, and I ain't even gonna boost this as this what I was saying, it just, because Kiss was the one who said it. And I seen his interview and it hit me like, wait, it had made me sit back like, damn. He like, yo, I lost. He's like, yo, within the last 5-10 years, it was more young artists lost than my whole rap career.
Right.
That's
And
sad.
Kiss come from where he like, nigga, we done lost
We're
more
not paying
young
no
niggas
games.
than I lost in my whole everything. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like,
But on the
wow.
same token,
Like,
people
where
have
you
to
from,
keep in
like-
time, like how many more young people
do
were
they got
around
any
at
more?
that time
Like,
too.
do
We
they-
didn't have a
like in
shitload of
Chicago,
young
like
boy
Chicago
rappers
got
either.
chiefs.
Ridiculous.
You know
They
what I'm
got
saying?
chiefs. They got a nigga
Besides,
that's in
like,
their hood.
Soulja
That's the
Boy.
chief.
I know.
He the head nigga. He
But
run
they
the
still
hood.
laying
And they look
motherfuckers
up to
down
him.
But
every
they gang bang
day.
though, so
Right.
every
Right.
day. It has to be it's a pyramid of how
Right.
everything
It's
works.
because they ain't got no
But, you
OGs
know,
no more.
No,
Exactly.
because the
Niggas
young
got
niggas in
OGs.
Chicago, I'm speaking for
They don't
Chicago,
they-
Southside, they all renegades.
Right.
Yeah, everybody on their
My
own
street
shit.
do
Everybody
this,
what they
and my street do that's not ain't no.
So like I
codes
say, like
that
we
for
all in
real.
here from different places. Like you from New Orleans, right?
Yeah.
Like what was your code of ethnics growing up? Like did y'all have like cause you don't gotta live in a mansion or no shit like that. Cause I just know like living in the
Gang
projects,
bangers,
right?
It's
You
just-
living in the
they
project.
got
We
neighborhoods.
don't, we don't bang in New Orleans.
Yeah, ain't no
Yeah,
gang banging.
you-
Cause they lay
But
niggas
what I'm
down
saying,
in New
like,
Orleans.
go hard for
say
your
like,
word.
say like where you
Every
from, like you from New Orleans, right?
Yeah.
What is y'all like? What are y'all codes like? What are y'all code and
I mean,
ethics like?
Mainly, you just gotta be a solid nigga. Like
Right,
whatever you say, stand on it.
right.
Like your word is your word. And I'll tell you, that's one thing I learned about coming to Atlanta. Like in New Orleans, we could do something on a
Fake
handshake.
ass
If I tell
shit.
you I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. You get out here and niggas be
No,
like,
it's
yeah, I
all
got you.
Hollywood.
Shake your
But
hand and
that's
then
Hollywood,
never
yes.
care
No,
about it.
that's the world.
And I'm
It's
like,
Hollywood
but you
now.
got, but I mean like that's how
Atlanta's the
that's how we grew up
You
down there.
somewhat
Like,
feel disrespected.
your
'cause of
name,
what you
your
come
word
off
is
of.
That's what I
everything.
call that shit. That's what I call that shit.
But
down
New
there.
Orleans culture also was
Finesse.
raised up on that mafia shit too, though.
Let me ask you this too.
It was
though.
a lot of mafia
you gotta-
influence
you gotta-
in New Orleans. So
you gotta stand on your own.
Was you here before the Katrina or after?
Katrina brought me here.
Okay, so you was
So-
here. So okay.
Wow.
Oh yeah. So y'all was really terrorizing this shit out
No,
here.
We'll
So.
talk about
lies.
What?
We was not
The
terrorizing
terrorization.
shit.
Y'all wasn't terrorizing
Yeah,
shit.
We was
you-
so
yeah.
is it terrorizing or was it like self defense? Cause like my little partner went to Houston
It was
and they was
terrorizing.
singing
Houston.
like that's
Oh,
when
y'all
Mike
was
Jones was
terrorizing
popping.
shit was
No,
terrorizing.
let me tell you though.
He
But
was
they had some
terrorizing
shit
shit.
like that was
Go ahead.
like when Mike Jones had that song back then. We got to Houston and it was like, oh, back then you had a home, now you living in the Astrodome.
Right.
Oh, you think it's funny?
Oh.
I'm fucking you up.
Right.
Yeah.
Like we got the same thing out here. I was going to school in Gwinnett County, and they think it's funny. Like, oh, ha, Katrina, all that shit. You ain't got nothing. All right, let's see.
Yeah.
It's like the shit.
So
like
more of a
you don't
defense.
kick a nigga when they
Okay,
down
so
though.
it's
Exactly,
different.
and
See,
like-
it's different hearing the perspective from somebody who was in it, firsthand.
Yeah.
But I know on the news, tabloid, everything was out. Oh, all these north y'all niggas is terrorizing shit. Everything y'all
Especially
was
on the north
fucking
side.
shit up. I'm like, God
I thought it
damn.
was
bro.
more
But
the
it's,
Spanish
it's
dudes
not
in the
really
north
that we
side.
fucking
But y'all
shit
was
up
just- it
though.
was just
We
on
chilling.
some-
It's like you gotta understand where we from. Like niggas is angry down there all the time.
Right.
All you got is just your word.
Right.
You got your
That's some
word,
fire
and
ass
if you go
food,
against my
though.
word,
Right.
I'm fucking you
Why?
up.
Yeah.
Drink
Right.
that
Like-
tea good every time I go. Nah.
So like, so how old are you, bro?
29.
So growing up in your neighborhood, right? Did y'all have like somebody that was like an OG that kept like shit in order?
Definitely, you always had that. Like you always had OGs. Kind of like what you were saying earlier, like niggas killing people in front of their kids and shit. Like back then, we had like niggas would be like, "Oh, it's about to go down. Get from around here."
Right.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, they know what's about to happen. And you see somebody up the block, you know what's about to happen too, but they're like, yo,
Right.
get from around here. As
Yeah, but-
soon as you walk away, the shit happen.
And the OGs can stop a lot of shit too,
They
right?
can. Like,
Yeah.
you
See,
outside,
I'm
like,
saying,
shit going wrong, you just like, and I'm gonna keep it real. I ain't from all that. Like, I'm not a project nigga, nothing like that.
Right.
But I was close enough to see it.
Right.
And like, like if I went 2 more steps, I'm in the street.
Right.
So, but it's like,
But the
you
thing
see
is,
it.
G, now you cut you off. You don't necessarily have to be no project, no street nigga, no any of that to have an experience.
But that's what I'm
Exactly.
saying.
But you have
going
codes
on.
and
It's
morals.
so crazy though, cause like like where we from,
Consequences
like,
and repercussions.
Like our ethnics, G, we feel like for instance, right? Like a nigga like, say for instance, a nigga like Tukey Williams, right? He went to jail and he tried to change his life. He could never change his life because that shit was stuck on him that he was a gangbanging nigga.
He ain't started that.
You can't wake up today and be like, nigga, I don't want to do this shit no more. Like I'm trying to change my life. But
No.
why not?
He was a
Because the
legend.
game, everybody knows that's the game.
See, but that's just us though, y'all. That's just
But-
our. Yo,
but
you can
you
change
can-
your mind, G.
Yo,
You
but
can
know
change
what?
your mind. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
You can
Look.
change
And
your
it's not
mind.
just us because the mob's the same way. Stop saying
Yeah.
just us. Because if you get in the mob, you can't fucking say,
But
I don't want to be a mafia tomorrow.
The mob got way more ethics.
But
Nigga.
that's
no,
what
that's
we
what
try
you
to fake
think.
build
That's what you
out,
think.
you
They
know,
kill their own
shit
just like we
on
kill
the
our
mob.
own.
But we
They
do
do
more.
scandal
We
and
do
shit.
it more though.
We do. I won't
We don't
put
even
that
stand
past.
by each other when we do some shit together.
Listen.
We don't have. This is what I'm saying, y'all.
I won't say we don't
This
do
what
it
I'm
more,
saying.
but we
This-
can't act like we're the only people who do
No,
fucked
I'm
up
not. But,
sideways
but
shit.
right now, I'm trying to build my culture back up to where we on that type of shit. Right now, we're not. We're beneath that, y'all.
But by
You get what I'm saying?
by
Like-
acting as though we're the only people who engage in these type of things, you're not building us back up. I'm keeping it a buck.
I mean,
You're not.
we don't talk about
You're
it,
not.
y'all.
You're not.
We look
You're
bad
not.
because
You're not.
everybody talking
We
about
the
it.
only ones who do it in front of other people,
People,
and that's
that's
why black people always get mad. They be like, "Why you do this shit in front of white people?"
Right.
Or black people
Because that-
always say that.
we
Black
always
people are
say
the only
that
ones
shit.
who do
We the-
shit.
we are the
We
only-
need to be like,
But
black
we're
people
not.
do this, and I don't
But
want to
you
do this
know-
no more. I don't want my people to do no more. I
That's
can
what- no,
respect
that's what I'm
that.
saying. No,
But we
I'm
can't
saying I
say
don't
we're the
want
only ones who do this because, it's not
Everybody
true.
That's
do
fact.
it.
That's a fact. Everybody do
The
it.
I'm
But we the
not
only
saying
ones who
the
do it in front of
Mexican
other
cartel
people.
ain't got no motherfucking morals and shit. The mafia,
They
the
damn sure
Italians don't
don't.
got no mafia. The triads in China don't got no motherfucking morals.
Especially-
These motherfuckers ain't no different than the
Irish
fucking
mob,
niggas
none of
here.
that shit.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's just unfortunately we're here amongst this, so this is what we see. This is our
Yeah,
people.
that's
This is
what
what we
you
see.
said. You tell me
If
what
you
I
was
wanna say.
Italian, you'd know
It's
a
about
lot
what
more
we
what the fuck
see.
was going on with their people too.
Yeah,
If
that's
you was
what
in
I'm
that
saying.
mix.
It comes
You
from what
understand
you
I'm
see
saying?
and
So
what
it's
you
not
know.
that it doesn't
It
happen.
comes from where you grew up.
We
at,
just
what
don't
you
want it to
into.
happen no more for our
and what
people.
you
I
see.
respect that, but we're
Real
not the only
shit.
ones who do sour shit.
Nah,
I'm
nah,
not
we
saying
never.
that. I'm
Yeah.
not saying that.
Yeah, but the
I'm not
Costa
saying that.
Nostra was
We're
that
just
shit
here,
was
so we
silent
see
for a
it. It's
long time.
publicized
You
for
know what I'm
us.
saying? The Costa Nostra.
But look,
It was.
yeah, no facts.
Right.
But then getting back to where when you say like, yo, if you're a crib or you
Every
bang or you do what you
organization
do,
portrays
like yo, you getting up and change it. Like what I was just watching.
They just
And what's
publicize
a
black
good
shit as
show
propaganda.
with
All these niggas
It is.
sideways, too.
with
Yeah,
50.
it
It
is.
really is that.
50 got the new shit, the For Life shit, right?
Yeah.
So I'm watching this shit. You know what I'm saying? And this shit, because he made a valid point. The homie you became a lawyer. This kind of also, but it ties back in. Where it's like, yo, okay, yeah, Tukey was this nigga, he a crip, whatever. Nigga, you doing this in your shirt, but the nigga was a Nazi nigga, right?
Mhm.
He was into that. So he like, yo, but his whole thing, he wasn't really wanting to be or a part of that. But he came to prison, he had to pick a side. So it's like,
Yeah,
I
you know.
choose this for protection. But the whole time while he in there, he ain't even really want to be that. So he end up, it was a whole situation. I ain't gonna really go into in depth about it because people ain't
everybody
seen
watch
it.
for life.
Yeah,
Go
so
watch
but,
for life.
but
For
when
life
you
is
see
dope.
it, but the thing what stuck to
Shout out
me
to my boy
and
Curtis.
brought it
Richie don't
so
like it.
what people saying and what
Petty
brought it
shit.
to me
But
is
it's
because
not
he
about
said,
gangs in prison,
yeah,
it's
no,
race.
but
Yeah.
but hold on, but
it
look,
is
so
a
look,
gang, though.
hold on.
It
It
is
depends
a
on where
gang
you
to a
at.
certain
Hold on.
extent.
It
Racial
depends on where you at.
gangs.
It depends
That
on
My
it
where you
brother
depends
at.
on
said
where
the
you
feds,
at.
it's
Like
race.
West
No,
Coast
but
is
look,
race is the
definitely
feds, 'cause
race.
My
the
brother
feds
said
is
the
more
feds
I
is
than
know
race.
one of
Right,
the prisons.
right,
But look,
Like,
No,
but
the
look,
feds
it
and
wasn't
West
even-
Coast
chain
prisons.
gangs and
Which
shit
one?
down here.
That shit is whoever
about,
got the money.
That shit about banging.
Yeah.
That shit is about
Listen.
banging.
It's
I know
gangbangers
if
who got
one
the
of
money.
them it's about race. They don't care if you a
That's
crip.
like
black,
West
I was
or
trying to
That's
get
the
you
West
on.
Coast.
No,
and the
but look,
feds.
yeah, my whole thing was because I know it kind of got heated. But look, my whole point of that whole thing wasn't even about the banging or any of that. But the whole thing was because y'all like, yo, you could change your mind. And yeah, you can, because
That's
you
why I said you
rightful.
can change your
No,
mind.
but at the end of the day, when a person, because that was stuck with me, because he got up, he got the nigga off, because the nigga wanted to be, they was like, yo, why this nigga don't want to get free from solitary? It was some wild shit. We like, okay, yeah, you want to come for this reason. You say you wasn't with that. But once you put that tattoo on, nigga, I don't give a fuck how you feel. You with that, you forever, you a
yeah.
part of them niggas.
I
It's
agree.
certain shit that he like, nigga, once you put
I
that
agree.
tattoo
You
or you
can change
brand
your mind,
yourself,
but sometimes
you're
we
a
make
part of that
decisions
shit. Yeah,
that you
because it's
can't
so
go
much.
back from.
It's so much a part of
Unfortunately,
what
that's
comes
just how
from
life
it.
is. So, and
Yeah,
it's
it's
fucked
so
up that
much
was
that
that
comes with it.
circumstance.
And
That's
I'm like,
fucked up.
damn.
And the nigga, cause he really was like,
unfortunately,
I don't want to be in this. I'm not in it. I did it for
fucked up.
security. I did it for. I need protection. I did it for cause when I walk in this bitch, I need to know I'm good.
Right.
This nigga had no violent acts, and then
Until he got
he
in
caught
there.
a joint, and it's like, wait a minute. And his whole shit, the nigga on some other, he on some other type of time. But then when it boiled down, they like, no. So listen, but he on some other type of time. So when it boiled down, they like, yo. But the nigga was so ill, he like, yo, cause he what bring it to that? Cause the dude who he got off apologized to him, like, yo, thank you. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad you did this. Cause he wasn't even supposed to be, he is a nigga. He representing a Nazi. You know what I'm saying? So they look at him on the yard like, boy, you know how many niggas came to you to take our case and you went to go rep for this nigga? Like, you tripping. How you gonna keep walking on the yard? He like, yo. So when he tell him, like, I ain't do this for you, because regardless of everything you saying, you ain't with that, or you trying to turn, you got that tat, you wear that, nigga. So you got to hold that shit. You nigga, you know what I'm saying? And I gotta go handle mines back on the yard and make this right. So regardless of what I did for you, I still got to go, and it's like, damn, you know what I'm saying? You'll do a deed, and you want it, but it's like, and people can't change because you're human. Right. But it's like certain shit when you in them deep waters, it is what it is. Yeah, it is.
So
evolving.
let me ask you a question: can all people change? Because if I list 3 or 4 people, I want to make sure. I'm wondering, is it like there's like a spectrum? Is only certain people can change? Can all people change?
Yeah, no, because listen, all people can change. You can't change. But as far as what you're involved in, listen, the thing is,
if I find someone who's raped 5 little boys, right? Yeah. And he decides, no, okay, it's uncomfortable, but I'm sorry, but this is what it is.
All right, and I got a point to prove.
I just want to know, can they change?
Yes, listen, you can change. No.
Say yes.
No. Listen.
I'm sorry, that was so graphic. I'm sorry.
No, I get what you're saying.
That's good. No, that's a good.
That's good.
I just want to know.
But look at the key thing of how
can
we
a
all
serial killer who's obsessed with
listen.
with brunette women and light skinned bitches
Look
goes
how we-
on and kills women.
Yes, you can change.
How?
You can
tattoos and shit.
You can change as a human being and who you are.
Is it therapy?
No, listen. You can change in your own personal space. Yes, you can change. But as far as what you already have proven to the world, the perspective from us, we don't give a fuck about all of that.
You're done.
So it's like on the outside looking in.
How do you think people
they
can
don't care
change?
about
And I'm
that.
sorry, I'm not trying to even ask you my question, but how do you think people can change?
You have to change. Hey, listen.
Is it like praying?
No,
is it like good therapy? Is it like what?
No, it's an epiphany. You'll change your life. I personally would say, like, for me, hold on.
Because I don't think all people can change.
I feel like
I can pick a couple people who I think can change, but certain people who have certain sicknesses. I'm not going to say all people.
that's
can
a
change.
sickness,
That's
though.
just me.
You have to
Right.
get help for that. That's different from me saying that I want to
he said
change
generally
from being the
everybody.
cutthroat bitch that I used to be a
Go
good
by the
mother, and I don't want to be
general
cutthroat
I
no
asked him a
more.
trick question. I said, do you
But
think all
listen,
people
y'all.
can
See,
change?
listen.
He said, all
This
people.
one
That's
we
why I was
fucked
like,
up
are you
'cause we
sure?
live-
Or, you know what I'm saying?
The
That's why I
general
asked him, like,
question.
because
This
I
is
agree
crazy.
people like that can
But
change.
what's
I
so
don't agree
crazy
like
is,
people
y'all,
like
what's so
the other
crazy
ones
is
can
that
change.
we live for what a motherfucker think. If I'm changing, I'm changing.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
changing.
what I'm telling
I
you.
don't
The
have to
problem
change
is-
for you,
Right.
and you don't gotta like it just because I'm changing. Just because I'm telling you,
Well,
I'm
you
a
change
changed
it to
man.
yourself.
That shit
I don't
it don't gotta
trust-
make you.
You don't gotta believe the shit.
You're right.
Because
Cause
more
nigga-
But I don't gotta act like.
But
But I don't gotta
show you
act
that
like you
I
ain't.
changed.
I don't gotta
Your
act like you wasn't a piece
It
of
will
shit, and I don't gotta
still
move
show.
carefully around you
Exactly.
either.
You don't.
So I don't gotta act
But
like I don't
I'm
gotta move
changing
like
for the
this
better
around
for
you
me,
because
though.
how
If
you was.
you
Of
do
course.
change,
Nice
it'll
as
Of
shit.
show.
course.
Most
But
niggas
you
that-
can't.
most
Your
people that's
actions can't
preachers,
dictate
right?
how I treat
Most
you
people that's
either.
preachers, you think they just walk out the world and said, "Nigga, I'm about to preach"?
Nah, they was
Hell no,
pimping.
It was on bullshit.
Okay, we're gonna go with the
That
preacher,
nigga
but
was
if they change,
Not
it
a
will
pimping
show.
guy.
Then they pimping
Lights
God.
shine.
You
No,
feel me?
it don't show, but that character would never
I
leave
agree.
you.
I agree. People can change.
Right.
I just like cars.
My
I know
mom
that's good.
is
You
an
supposed to.
But I don't
evangelist,
think all
holier
people can
than
change.
thou.
Change,
You know what I'm
listen,
saying?
but like I
She's
said, with
because
preachers, right?
something serious,
They still got
I
their
don't
shit
know,
in
I
them that they
guess
used to be with.
everybody's
Nigga, my
different.
uncle's a preacher, but back in the days, he had a flock.
Okay, but do he cut up now?
Ain't
Can't
nothing
pivot.
wrong with that.
Okay, so what is the
God.
difference?
Huh?
What is the
God
difference in what he
changed
does
John,
now?
right?
Don't you
What
know
I
that
say?
he-
Wasn't
He a
John
preacher.
then, right?
That's what does that mean? He
He
showed you
did
some
all
difference,
that
though.
shit. He
God
lived
showed
good.
John,
Hold
right?
on, he not bad. I'm not
Hold on,
saying-
y'all. Hold on. Look, we got a question.
And
Hold
Saul,
on,
right?
hold on,
I
y'all.
know if God
wanna
was
know.
able to change
Yo.
John and Saul, I agree with that. He could change people, but he ain't tried to change Lucifer once he got crazy.
But you got to change
Very
your own.
magnificent.
You have to want to change.
I want to know that
Why
the
he
uncle
Yeah, hold
changed.
on. So look.
One of the favorite angels,
Hold
right?
on,
Why
hold
he
on.
Okay,
bring
so
him
you
back?
saw the change,
Hold on,
right?
look.
Some
That's my
motherfuckers
point.
can't change.
You
Hold
feel
on,
my
hold on.
point?
Look. Hold on. We in here. We love it. We live on
trying to
Fat
get
Nasty
Moon
Podcast.
Juice
Nah,
seen that
we about to
change
get
in
y'all.
that
I'm about to
anchor.
get y'all
But I'm
shit. But we
telling
got.
y'all,
Hold on.
see,
Nigga, I'm gonna get y'all
I'm
shit. I'm
listening.
gonna get both of
Why you
y'all
got me
shit.
drinking
This is
some
for
while
y'all.
I'm talking to
I'm saying everybody was still going. So look.
It's
Hold
fine
on.
though,
Look.
right? It's just
Look.
fine.
We chilling. Everybody. So you know what I'm saying. Let's try to respect everybody. Peace. You know what I'm saying. Everybody when they talk. Let's just try to keep it calm and let's do it. You know what I'm saying? She had a question for him. He said his uncle was a preacher. You know what I'm saying? Now go ahead. I'm gonna just let you go ahead.
Because you were saying something about not seeing change or change.
I said no. What I said is you don't have to see. Like people look for people. I said, look what I'm saying.
Yeah, go ahead. Okay, let her ask her question. Then go ahead.
You said change within self. I know I changed.
You said my uncle was a preacher. Did he change?
Yeah, hold on. Just let her go.
Okay,
let her go, Nate. Let her go.
I'm telling you where my question's coming from. Go ahead. You said your uncle's a preacher,
y'all respect
and
him,
he's
respect him,
changed,
baby.
right?
Right.
Okay. So you said I don't have to show you I changed. I can change within myself, right?
Right.
But your uncle showed you his change, right?
Right.
Okay.
But what I'm saying, what I said, because what I said is, what she said is, you had to change and say I'm a rapist. Can I change? Yes, I can change myself, but it's still not going to be looked upon y'all as that he changed. Exactly. But he doing his own thing to better himself. Okay. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Change don't have to be for the whole society.
Bettering.
I think it'll happen again.
Everybody got to see you do something.
You can better, sir. You can better yourself and not change. You can better yourself. You can get a nicer house, nicer things, a better job, and still be a rapist inside. You can better yourself and not change. It depends on what.
But then that's not a change.
You can change and better yourself, and people not respect the shit that you're doing.
That's true. And those people have the right
you
not
can
to
change, and people don't give a fuck that you change.
You're right.
And they just be like, okay, I'm supposed to believe that. I remember when that nigga.
Listen, so
And
look.
people always remember that. They do.
So look.
I have the right to still see you as a piece of shit.
All right, so look, so that hones in on the whole shit, because me and Cuz damn near said the same thing. Because like I said, you asked, can everybody change? I honestly feel anybody can change. You know what I'm saying? But the way the world is set up is just because if I do literally genuinely change, your aspect of me changing is bullshit. Because you're going to think, nigga, you did this to fire. How could you? You're not going to take the time to get to know me or understand or take what I had to do to change to be like, oh, this nigga really did change.
I'm gonna be honest.
So it's like, yo.
I'm gonna be honest, that's why I said that number. No, that's why I'm extra. That's why I said 5. I didn't say 1. I didn't say 2. I said 5. Because I don't think someone who's done it that many times is capable. And that's just me. I could be completely wrong.
So listen,
that's just me. That's why I said that number.
So that one person, so say this, that one person who raped 5 people got raped 50 times in their life. Molested 100 times.
I didn't say that we couldn't.
No, but I'm just saying it'd be different.
Reason for their actions.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't think they can change, and maybe because they've been a victim so much, that's really a reason why.
All right, so when you get nurturing, just like take a child who's been adopted and sent around 10 different homes, and they get in that one home.
40 bars.
All right, so you get in one home.
I've been adopted. I've been in foster care.
Okay, so you get in one home. Hold on, so look. Hold on, look. So when you get in that one home.
Yeah.
Listen.
I grew up in an adopted home. I've been in foster homes before. Yeah, basically a little both.
All right, so let me listen. So you get in that one home, just even regardless if you've been in this home or not. But you get into you done been bounced around mad times, and you get into this one household where it's wholesome love, genuine love. You're not treated any differently. You getting everything you supposed to, and you ain't getting cheated out of shit. And you see a different lifestyle versus the first 10 cribs you was in. You start to change your aspect of living like, oh, okay, everybody not like this. And it might not even take for you to be in that home to get it. You might have to go to another one after that.
You're talking about changing my perspective versus changing a behavior. Those
no,
are two
yes,
different
it's still no, because
no,
listen.
Those aren't the same.
No, yes, because listen, in them last 10 homes, I was running away. I was going to freak out. I didn't get the freedom. I was going to do this. But in this home, oh, you could go. You could chill with these people and go do this. Oh, you know what? You wasn't even giving because y'all get a certain allowance.
Misbehaving anymore.
Yeah, you're not. You're not misbehaving.
Okay.
You're not.
I can see that. And this is why this is why I spoke the way I did. This is why I said I don't agree with you, because I think some people are capable of change, but not all. That's why I asked you specifically, are all people capable of change? When you said all people, that means everybody. So that's why I made this statement about the rapist. I'm like, even this type of person? This, just because of my thoughts. I feel like somebody who might have been in the streets or somebody who might have killed somebody might have been able to change their thoughts. I mean, or change their actions. I feel like they are. But I don't feel as though other types of people are.
Okay, but what?
I feel like those are two different things. So, you know what I mean?
How many of y'all here believe in the Bible? Everybody in here, right? Raise your hand. Everybody in here.
Believe in it.
So what does the Bible say? No sin is what? Bigger than what?
There's no degree of sin.
And I agree.
There's no sin bigger than other.
I agree that.
So why can't you change?
I didn't. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think those have anything to do with each other. But I can answer the question. I don't think you being able to change has anything to do with the Bible saying there's no degree of sin.
But look, the thing
I
is,
think it's based on how God is gonna judge you, saying that there's no degree of sin. That doesn't mean that you can't change. Like,
let me give you my opinion. I don't want to get too personal with you. I don't want to get too
bugging? I feel as though like
I got a question I want to ask you, but I feel like it's just real deep. You feel me?
What's deep? Go ahead.
So no, it's just like, yo, have you like? like, yo, because if you don't want to answer, you don't have to.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Have you? No, I was just trying. No, I was gonna ask. I was just saying, like, yo, I'm gonna give it to her. I was just saying, like, yo, not on some shit, but have you been raped?
No.
Oh, you've never been raped?
No, I haven't.
Do you have a friend or anybody
Yes.
close? Okay, so that's close to you. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Well, see, so my thing was because it's like this was my perspective on it. Just keep hearing and know about.
I've had some inappropriate situations,
So-
but I've never, by the grace of God, like I've never been raped or
right.
anything
Okay,
like that. You know what I mean?
okay.
So, yeah.
So it's like, yo,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I feel like, yo, when certain people, because
Yeah,
it's
that's what
still
I'm saying, like,
that's a
I've
big
actually,
factor with
I've had
me too.
decent situations. I had one like situation where I lived with a fairly abusive woman who was like a real fucked up woman. There's like 6 of us there, and like she
So
like
you was Antoine Fisher. No, I'm just
something like that. No, listen, no, I hate him because probably you listening, probably,
Nigga.
But no, for real, probably.
Some type of,
Probably
correlation.
dead ass,
Right,
but
that was
I had no, but it's true
Shit,
though.
you
Like,
said
cause
it.
I was
Yeah,
in
so
a
no,
fucked
but
up.
that's
Yo,
what-
I keep it a
Mine
buck.
know, yeah.
I've been in fucked up situations,
know,
but I've
shit
been in
to
more
know.
good situations than bad.
Right.
So my whole thing is like I know that there are a lot of people who have it way worse than I've had it, and
Right.
you know I can't speak to their experiences. All I can say is I still believe certain people are capable of change. Like I am capable of change. Like if
Right.
you didn't have the conversation with me and I met you somewhere else and I wasn't in here doing this thing, like you would have no idea
Right.
what my background is, where I came from, or
Right.
how many things I've been through. You'd have no
Respect.
idea. You understand
This
what I'm
That's
saying?
why,
Nigga be
and
so
that's why I
quiet.
asked, and that's
This
why I
nigga
asked
quiet.
it.
That's good.
Was
though.
because
She hit
I
this
wanted to
stage
know
with
because
that
You never
bag.
know what
She
somebody's
quiet
been
as
through
shit.
until
Yeah,
you talk to
exactly.
them.
That's why-
Like
that's
people,
why.
I always say like when you
So
meet a
I
nigga
do
or a
think some
female,
people
they
are
be looking
capable
at
of
you.
change.
we
I
all
guess
are.
I'm
They
just gonna
attracted to
stand
you
on.
by your
I don't
looks, but
think
they don't know
other
what you
types
been
of
Right.
people
Guess what?
are.
They
We
don't know
all
you
in here
solid.
Knoxville, y'all. We
They
all
don't
in
know
here
you got
books,
good
right?
conversation.
And we all our books is all built up on somebody like gave us some sauce, right? And until you meet that person, they never know who you are until they open your book and read you and sit there and vibe with you and go on a date with you and learn you. Like they gotta learn you. Like you'll never know somebody until you really like, nigga. I just heard some crazy shit about a chick that I've been knowing forever, and forever I thought it was this, and come to find out it's a whole different situation. I'm like, damn,
shit.
y'all niggas lying to me. It couldn't have been
Real
like that.
shit.
They're like, nah, boy. Cause you never know somebody until somebody really open
Tap
up and
in.
give
Till
you
you
the real
give a
and
fuck
tap
to
into
learn
you.
them.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like I feel like we all books. Everybody a book, and your book is built up. Like you get what I'm saying? Your book is built up where you from. Like you from Indiana. We don't know shit about Indiana until we go and see what. But you can tell us about Indiana. Like we from
we
Rochester,
was-
New York.
we was
Nobody don't know
the
shit about
capital
Rochester
for a while,
You get what I'm
so.
saying? Until we give. Yeah, but a nigga can give a nigga.
Michael
but
Jackson.
We never been to Indiana.
I know
We
about
never
Don't come
Rochester.
back here. I mean,
I know,
they
but you
went to
been
Belt.
there.
His
No, I'm being
brothers
kinda
went to
never
like
been.
But
the
I'm
hood
just saying,
school,
what I'm
but
saying is, like,
you would
But
never know
Indiana
the
is
Jacksons went
hood,
to
though.
Belt.
But listen to what I'm telling you though. Y'all not listening to what I'm saying.
We
What's
about
my
If you've
that
never
life.
been to Indiana, you don't know what's
Shit.
going on in
Yeah.
Indiana. You don't know what's popping in
Michael Jackson,
Indiana.
they
Gotta
are
go
from
Midwest.
Indiana, but
Gotta
they
go
left when they was
Chicago,
young and
Doesn't
their
matter.
brothers wasn't
I'm
on
just
that
saying,
shit.
but you gotta know.
That's
Like,
how
They
it
from
is.
2-5 though.
East
Roosevelt,
St.
like,
Louis, you gotta know that
like a
that's
nigga say, sit here and say, yo, Idaho got like nigga for growing up my whole
They've
life.
been banging in Little Rock for years, and niggas will be like, Arkansas, yeah,
Yes,
nigga.
it's going down.
It's
That's
going
what I'm
down.
saying, though,
I
'cause
seen
we
them on
don't
the
know.
first 48
We
hours.
just
to
sit
They've
here,
been
we sitting
banging
here,
in
what's
Little.
the
They
name?
had a movie in the 90s called Banging in Little Rock.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So like what I'm saying is like nobody knows like niggas say Boston. All we know is the Boston Patriots, and, I mean the Boston Celtics and the Patriots and shit like that. That's what we know.
Where
I
the
have
hood
arguments
of-
with people about
Where's the
Boston
hood of
every day.
Boston?
That's what I'm
Roxbury.
saying.
They
What
say
you
it's
think
all.
I
They
go
say
on?
it's all white people who
Nah,
live there.
Sure.
That white
And
people
I be like,
good as fuck.
It go
Yo,
down.
Irish niggas go
I be
hard.
like, why y'all
Fuck
don't
is
know
wrong with
Bobby
y'all?
Brown now? Like now
Right.
everybody's acting like y'all don't know no black
Oh,
people
yeah,
from
New
Boston.
Edition
New
is
Edition,
from
like don't
Boston,
play
though.
with me. So everybody's conveniently
I'm
there's no
saying,
black
y'all.
people from
New
Boston
Edition
until
is
niggas like
That's what I'm
that.
saying. Like so, like saying like this. So
And
what I'm
in
saying,
Boston,
you from
it's
New Orleans, right?
different.
So he got different codes. You from you from Baltimore, so your shit is
No,
different.
I'm
DC.
not from
Oh look, oh.
Get him together.
Let me
all
get you
the way.
together,
Where you
bro.
from? You
Keep
from
it
DC?
healthy
I'm
over
from
here.
Uptown,
You from where?
Washington,
DC.
D.C.
So he's from
640 to
Albany.
be
So
exact.
what's your code of ethics in DC?
Well, here's the thing.
Right.
My code of ethics, I learned my code of ethics from traveling from city to city, though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I done
yes,
been
Sasha.
in the mix with a lot of different niggas, solid niggas on a lot of different other tips on business and
Right.
all types
So
of
that's where you
shit.
got your shit from.
So I learned a lot early on.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? So again, when I was growing up, a lot of the values and morals was based on the mob.
Right.
Like niggas' values was like you don't say shit, you don't snitch, you don't rat. You know what I'm saying? We don't gangbang in DC either. We got hoods.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Right.
where we
Streets
came,
and
like what I just said, 640 Uptown,
Right.
that's my hood.
Right.
So I'm fighting with the niggas, the bitches, like we fighting together.
Right,
if
right,
anything go down, between amongst us, it stays amongst us. Home.
Right, but did y'all have
on
like
this
an
block.
OG that could shut shit down?
We had a lot of
pop?
OGs though.
Okay,
It wasn't just like one, you know what I'm saying? But it's not like they was like it was who was getting money. Like whoever you got your work from or whatever was kind of solid. Like the nigga that you kind of look to because they were gonna tell you how to operate properly.
Right.
But other than that, it's not we don't do Bloods, Crips, or nothing like that. That's just not what we did. You know what I'm saying? It's all about your solidarity to your circle that you're a part of. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I watched that and I watched the evolution of things go sour because we listened to our OGs when we was younger. They ain't listen to us. Don't give a fuck about so at the end, like I always tell people, no matter how much they don't want to admit to it, we are the reason why this generation is fucked up. Those are our offsprings.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? My generation is why they fucked up.
Right.
Honestly speaking, and I don't know where we went wrong with that because we listened to our OGs. Our OGs told us shit like, just small shit that made you think about certain things when you deal in business. Like you go to the store, nigga give you money. You supposed to keep the change because that's what that was part of the service that you provide. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? It's a favor for a favor. You know what I'm saying? Like it's certain things. Like you know what I'm saying? Gifts are given when you do certain things. Like it's just certain things that you feel like you're supposed to know because somebody taught you that. But again, common sense is not common sense to everybody, and certain codes and values are not that to everybody because they wasn't raised by the same people. Thank you. So you can't expect a certain person to know certain. Like again, I know a lot of things because I've traveled around. So when I go to New Orleans, I know the certain things that I'm supposed to do because of my ex-husband. I was married to him for 17 years. I lived in New Orleans for 2 years. You see what I'm saying? So I know how they operate. New York, I know how they operate because we used to go get our work from them a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? So it is a chain of command with that, but we never. I was taught when we was young not to fuck with the niggas. We always fuck with the Migos.
Right.
That's what we was taught. Because them niggas that you go fuck with in New York, they gonna fuck you over. They gonna take your money. They gonna rob you. They not really trying. You know what I'm saying? So we always fuck with the Puerto Ricans and Dominicans.
Dile, mama, dile
They want to get money.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Miami, be cautious. You know, it's just certain things that you had to learn traveling around. Now, if you only been in one spot and you've never traveled, you never been to the A is a melting pot for everything. So you meet all types of people. You learn a lot of shit just living here.
Yeah, that's a Fendi fact.
Yeah. But
that's crazy that they said that in DC. My brother used to always say that shit. Like, when he goes to the city, because Boston and New York is 3 hours.
Right.
That ain't shit. So like, it's always back and
Which
forth.
has always
It's
been beef.
$20 Chinese.
The
But
Knicks
yeah,
don't like
what time it is.
the Knicks don't like Boston. It's just always been beef.
And vice
It's just
versa.
beef.
Like, it's just
like
one
the
of those
Giants
things.
don't like, you know what I'm saying? The Giants don't fuck with nothing.
Like,
You know what I'm saying? It's always been
Celtics and
smoke.
It's just that type of party. So Yankees.
Don't
and
bring
Red
that shit
Sox
to the
and
party,
shit.
man.
But DC niggas always learned a lot from other people because remember we told y'all last week we have a jail. We're not a state.
Right.
So when you go and get your time, you
It's
go to the
feds.
feds. So you meet all these people from different. New Orleans and DC got an alliance in the feds. So anything go down, they link together. So BG know a lot of DC niggas because of the link of the whole federal institution penitentiary kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? We've always been connected in so many different levels just because of that alone.
Right.
So our codes and ethics been different, but we got a lot of flaw in our shit too, just like everybody else. That's like a family. Any family, you have solid shit, but you got flaws in there too.
Everybody.
So,
It's on you.
My brother
Boston.
was locked up in, Maryland.
Your shit kind of different because you said you grew up in group homes and shit like that. So your codes and shit probably different.
Group homes?
Not group home, foster.
No, she said foster.
And adoption.
In a group home.
And adoption.
Listen, my mother's older
was
sister,
adopted.
God rest her soul, I was adopted by my aunt, like
Okay.
my mother, and
All right.
my mother's older sister, and
That
her
still
husband. You know
count,
what I mean?
though. Yeah.
But like I was in a couple foster homes beforehand.
That's why they be hitting you with that shit on the battle shit.
Like the crazy
The shelter home shit.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh
like, damn.
no, that's because like when I had my son when I was 16.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So I wanted to, I thought I was grown. I didn't want to live at home, so I got into a shelter so I can
get
get
an
my
apartment.
own apartment.
Oh yeah, that's the
Boston
move.
is-
That's the move. That's the trick.
Thank
So,
you.
you
Ain't nothing wrong
know what I'm
with
saying?
that.
So,
No, I'm just saying I heard that shit at like 4 year battle. Like they
you
keep
gotta
hitting with
because
the
my
shelter.
ex-girlfriend
I'm like,
got
damn,
when we
it's
got
shit.
into a whole online drama, she said that nobody ever knew my business because I live 4 hours away. I don't go to school with these bitches. I don't fuck the same people they do. I don't deal with them. But my ex-girlfriend was from New York. She was the common
New York
denominator
niggas always got some
between
bullshit going
me
on.
and the
God
other
damn,
girl. So
man.
that's the only reason why they was able to know that.
I'm like, damn.
But they kept
keep
saying
hitting
that
with the
how much
shelter.
I
had a
went
bad
to Seattle
the
type of-
bars,
you know what I'm
though.
saying? I feel like
she
shit
the
like that
bars.
builds character. She came and stayed
I'm
with
talking about
me.
the bars. That
Yeah, you know what I'm
homeless shit.
saying? It was like
Like you said, 75
So
people.
now,
sit down.
what
Coming
was
in,
your
that's
like? What was your
right. What was
codes
them
and ethnics
bars
though?
though?
And Boston, like, I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Yeah.
Boston is probably a lot more
Fucking
like.
them up.
I'm not trying to be like, oh, it ain't no
Team
motherfucking
40.
Chicago or nothing
Shout
like
out
that. But
to Team
Boston's
40.
probably a lot more street than people think.
Oh,
You know
no,
what I mean?
definitely
Because
is.
hell no.
it's
We
so
know
small.
Boston.
Like, you
One
know
of
what I'm saying? A
my
lot
favorite
of
movies was
shit.
shot in Boston, the town.
I
Oh,
love
they
the
went
town.
hard with
Shit,
this shit.
that was my
That's
shit.
Charlestown.
Yeah,
That's
too.
Charlestown.
That shit was based
Ben
on a true
Affleck from
story
Boston
though.
for
Yeah,
real.
I know
And
that
that's
shit was
how them
lit.
Because that's how they
Irish
give it
and
up. They rob
Italian-
banks.
But that's
Man,
how
I
shit
They
is.
rob
It's
banks.
lit.
That's
They
that's
go
their
in,
thing.
baby.
Nah, it was based on a
There's
true
girls who
story.
rob banks. They got Barbie bandits. That's
Oh,
that's
for
how
real?
they
That's
yeah, you
lit.
rob banks in
See,
Boston.
look, that's
what
a
they was doing.
code. Look, that's some
But I'm gonna
shit.
keep it a buck. Like they have their old Irish mafia. Their little
Project.
their kind of shit like Charlestown. Like that's the town is based on Charlestown.
Toonies.
Right.
That's north of Boston. You know what I
Okay.
mean? It's
Not too many
a
niggas.
couple minutes. Yeah, there's black people
Around
out there,
there.
but
But
they're
they
like
good, though. They worse
no,
than
they're
the
they're
bad.
they're different.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
not like
A
white
whole
people I
different
meet,
time
other
with
people.
regular
It's not
white
like
people.
you gonna be like, oh, this guy. No, they'll
Need to
beat the
catch
brakes
me.
off you just like
Hell,
anybody else.
the
They're with the same
plug.
shit that everybody else type of time is on. Like,
Right.
and it's not no racist shit. It's like don't disrespect me, I'll disrespect you. It's not like
Right.
that. So people make it seem like Boston's super racist and everything like that. Like Boston, I'm not gonna act like
Tea party
Y'all
was
just
racism.
got racist
Racist,
flaws.
everywhere,
racist
shit.
exists everywhere. But I'm gonna
They
keep it
real
a
racist
Commonwealth
in
bullshit.
Indiana.
not, you know
Hanging
what?
niggas.
I see more of my niggas
Shit.
get off than I see other people like down here get smoked.
Right.
Yeah, I see niggas down here like you can see it on fucking TV. These motherfuckers is getting fucking 30, 40 years going to someone's house and shit like that. Up
Oh
there.
nah,
You
because they probably got a long track record. They probably been on bush since they was like
Possibly-
10 now.
possibly-
Here.
no.
That's what I'm saying. This shit different. Like
Possibly,
nigga, when
like,
I was 10 and 12,
One thing
I
about
wasn't
the
scamming
Commonwealth
yet.
is
Yeah, we wasn't think about no shit like that. We wasn't think about being nigga.
That's how it
For
Yeah,
This
real.
shit different. The world is different now. Like, so we, yo,
I
yo,
got
son,
babies
I never,
at
yo,
nine.
They'll
son,
hang
like,
you.
can
They'll
look
hang
at
you
social
high,
media,
but
son,
they're
I
fake.
never
A
seen so
Boston
many
is a
kids
whole different
catch
dig,
bodies.
though.
You're gonna-
Like little
your
niggas
case
is
is
whacking
gonna
shit
be
these
over.
days. I know back in the days that shit probably happened like that, but
They
these little
did,
niggas
man.
is, and then they'll rap and do a song about it. Like shit, this shit lit. I just caught my first lit. Like
Yeah.
10K.
yeah, that's. I'm just saying,
On
just
the
like
run and
it's
shit.
it's just crazy. Son, we live in a
Yeah,
whole
it wouldn't have
different
been no
environment.
question.
Like, son, I'm about to tell y'all some
She
crazy
wouldn't
shit.
have
One
to
day I'm in the
prove
mall
shit.
with my man, right? Me, him, and his uncle. We walking through the mall. So he on some, he on some like, you know, he was like my uncle.
I don't think
when we was
Robert
back at
Kraft would have
home.
gave that shit to anybody.
So he telling us like, he telling the little nigga like, hey man, pull your pants up.
It didn't help that.
I was like, hey, you might not want to tell the little nigga that. Little nigga said, what? Hey, boy, fuck you, shawty, and shit. Pull this shit up. And he had the strap on. I'm like, oh, chill. Look, we about to go.
But he
this
pulled
shit
it
about to
up,
go.
though.
No, he didn't. He was
Oh,
on some nigga.
get me
Why don't
together.
tell me what to do and all this shit? I'm like, see, this ain't when we was growing up and you told us to do some
Yeah.
shit. These little niggas ain't listening.
I would have
for
been like,
real,
see what had happened was nephew. I
it was like
thought
back
you
in
was
the
my
day when you
nephew.
tell a nigga like, yo, pull your
Yeah,
pants
that's
up,
the
little
rumor.
G. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see your drugs. And nigga gonna do it. Hell nah, little dude turned around like, fuck you, shawty, what's good? And went to flexing. I'm like, oh. I'm like, hold on, little man. This a grown man.
See,
What
that's
shit-
too much.
I'm trying to tell him that's the world we
I'd
live
be like,
in.
see,
G.
you know what? My daughter said you was handsome, baby. I don't know what had happened.
Right. See, but I'm just saying the world we live in, this shit be
That's
different.
too much.
But you-
Try
you
to-
I
got
done
a
had
lot
my
of-
man tell me
Make
they
that
go to
little
the gas
nigga
station,
laugh or
little young
something,
nigga
like,
might
don't
walk in front
kill
of him and
me.
cut him and shit like, yeah.
Say
This
something.
shit
They
in
don't
front of him and
respect
shit.
their elders,
right.
Yo, I was there first, he was like,
They're like, you ain't my
you know?
daddy, nigga. Who you think you
That's
is?
what I'm
What
saying.
you want?
But you know
What you
what?
want to do?
Nigga,
But can I
Some
explain?
of
I,
it-
I
Go
think
ahead.
Some of it
That's
come
too
from
much.
like,
Hold on, Sasa.
so like some of it come from like, I seen people when I was younger, like they disrespect grown-ups, and then when you like, you tell them something, then their parents come, don't discipline my child.
Right.
It's like, but you not disciplining them.
Right. That's
So
real shit
you
too.
had a lot of that shit growing up. So it's
Right.
like, how you gonna get me to respect somebody when my mama say I ain't got to? How
See, I
my,
don't
my
know, maybe I
daddy
just
say
grew
I
up
ain't
in
got
the
to do
neighborhood.
shit, nigga.
I grew up in the older times, like My grandmother was really a grandma. My grandma was like 60-something, like when I was coming up, and
all
all her friends was older on the block, so you couldn't really disrespect all of them.
Yeah, but they'll talk amongst each other. Them old ladies, they be like, "Now I heard you just said something to my grandson."
Okay.
But they won't do it.
I heard you say something to my grandson.
No.
They ain't do it in front of the kids because
right.
they'll let you discipline. Like I got disciplined by many of my
Like,
friends,
now, Shirley,
grandmamas,
next
they
time you call me
aunties,
next
but
time.
I ain't disrespect them. They be like, "Now
Right.
your mama said you supposed to get your ass home.
It's
It's
a
7
different
o'clock. Get your
era.
ass
Ain't nobody
home."
gonna be getting my kids
Yeah, you
together.
did.
You knew better than to do that.
Get your kids together,
Because
but
people
get
don't
their
raise
own, like,
people
nah.
as a.
That don't happen these days.
Yeah.
Like I said, that's the
You don't have
Because
no.
first of all, the kids don't go
consequences for
outside
shit.
no more, so everybody don't know everybody no more. The connection the way we had when we was young,
Oh,
it's not
just
like that
social
no
media,
more.
that's
it.
Yeah, don't nobody know nobody.
Just
You know what I'm
tell
saying? My
me.
kids left
Just tell
Atlanta
me.
because like the way that we have a unit at home, like they know everybody. My kids can be on the train and somebody be like, "I seen your kids today.
Right.
They behave so well. You know, they were so respectful." Blah. I said, "Good.
Right.
Let them act up and somebody tell me they was acting crazy." You know what I'm saying? But it, you know, when they was down here, it wasn't like that because people weren't.
See, I just
not a
remember this, y'all. I
unit.
don't know, maybe I'm different. Like, I remember my mom telling me, like, "Hey, boy, when you go outside, now you know you represent me."
Yeah,
So it was just like,
believe
I had
that.
to carry that shit. I remember my mom, for real. My mom straight hood, straight bullshit. Straight had to work. My dad was working, but my mom was laying bitches out, all type of shit. But when I hit the street, they like, "Oh, that's a little clear right there, y'all. Respect them, man."
Yo,
You know
and
what I'm
G
saying? It was
shit.
just like, that's the way we grew up. It was
But
just
if
a
you
different
telling her on an adult that did something to you, she gonna talk to that adult.
And find out
Nowadays,
what
they
happened.
like, what
Or
you
what
do?
if-
I
Yeah.
crazy.
Like,
But they ain't doing that no more.
I know.
They
You
doing
would
that
tell
no
that
more.
mama like, what?
What if
They
you're the
bring
kid
the
of
kid
nobody
and they gonna
mother,
turn
nobody
up and-
respects
Hold
your
on, what
mother.
you
Like,
said? What you
I said,
Mom?
what if you're the kid of the parent that nobody respects? It's
You the
different.
goon.
But-
Then you're the
but-
one who's super disrespectful because nobody respects your mother anyway.
But that's
You
why
know
you
your
whoop a
child
shit.
too, though.
No, God
You know
forbid
your
they go
child
whoop a shit.
disrespectful as
Huh?
fuck.
That's the
Because
nigga
they
who whoop a
disrespect
shit
You
you.
heard
up.
my man. That's why he was
No.
getting off.
I'm just saying, like,
That's why
God,
he
for,
whooping
God,
niggas,
yeah,
right?
that's what I'm saying. Like, God forbid if your parent is like a piece of shit, you know what I'm saying,
Right.
or fucked up in the game or something like that. And niggas look, and I don't mean like somebody who's had in a hard time or something like
Right.
that. I mean like a piece of shit. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, let's say your mother is like a
Crackhead.
crackhead or a
Right.
hoe on the street or something
Right,
like that. You
right,
understand what I'm saying?
right.
Like something fucked up and like outside and everybody
Crack
knows
fucked
her.
the
Like,
era
oh,
up.
there goes your mom's this da right? Like that kind of situation. Those be the motherfuckers that be coming up too extra fucked up. They have no respect because they see like nobody don't even respect their mother. They're not gonna respect their mother, so they're not gonna respect nothing their mother
Smoke
tells
crack,
them.
don't you?
So are they gonna? You understand what I'm
You're
saying?
I
killing
get that too.
yourself.
That's a lot.
You're
I
killing
feel
your
like,
brain
hey,
cells, son.
I ain't gonna lie,
You're
most
killing
of the
your
kids
brain
that didn't have their
cells.
family members, them was the niggas that was in school that was whooping niggas.
Expeditious.
You know what I'm saying? Them niggas know how to fight real good.
Yeah.
They fight game
They
was good.
angry though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they
they
angry.
They had to be.
Like,
Or the super spoiled kids whose motherfuckers just they get to do what the fuck they want.
Right.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Right.
Yeah.
That's
I
what
wasn't
I mean.
spoiled. I got my ass beat.
I
Right.
just
So
got
I'm-
a problem with somebody chastising my kids.
Right.
They don't chastise their own. Like, don't do that.
Right.
Don't
That's
get
just
on
like-
mine about something you don't get on. Yours is doing the same shit.
Right.
Like, that's-
But I see some
I
crazy
got
shit
a
the other
whole
day. Like,
problem with
there's
that.
some shit down
But
here in
get them
Atlanta
together,
where
get them all
where a
together.
nigga went,
You
a
feel me?
mother
Don't do
went to the
that
school
now.
and they jumped the lady's daughter.
Oh, I
like
seen
that
it.
shit. Come
Sierra
on, now that shit was too
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
Yes, they jumped.
Oh, yeah.
A grown ladies checked in a high school where kids go to school at. And that's
In
what
the
I'm saying. Like
bathroom.
Baby, I don't
that's
even play
crazy.
that. I'm
Like
fucking somebody's
it should have been.
child
It should have.
up.
It
Don't
should
play
have
with
never
my
got that
kids.
far because they should have been talking as grown people. Like
going
she
to
should have
jail.
called her mom. Like, yo, what's going
And
on?
I'ma
They
send it to your
recorded
smile.
it, though.
I feel embarrassed.
They
'Cause the place
recorded
I am
though.
in my life, I would never do nothing like that. But that kind of shit made me feel
They
like I
recorded
would
it,
probably
though.
want to
That's
drag
fucked
that
up.
lady and her daughter too, just because she did that to my kid. Like, you
Right.
know what I'm saying? And I don't even be trying to think on that type of time. Like,
Right.
why would you do that? You're a grown ass woman.
Right.
But those kind of things make people crazy.
That shit just be different. Like say
People
for
don't
instance-
make their kids take accountability for shit either.
That part
Definitely
too, because
don't.
they said I don't know.
I
They
mean,
said-
The
'cause
little girl
'cause
could
you
have
gotta
did
think about
something.
it.
no, they said
probably
she,
told
no,
the
they
little
said she
girl.
was in there talking crazy.
Yeah, and for
Talking
the
about
mothers
she's
that
got that
had
bread.
that felt like she needed to come in, we never know what would have happened. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she might have beat that little girl. She might have beat that little girl up
These girls
first.
got mouths. Be
Yeah, they
so
do.
reckless and
Well, I
disrespectful.
understand they
So
got
what?
mouth,
That's a
but
pass.
I mean,
as
take her
grown
ass
people,
whooping.
You ain't have to
as
come
grown
do
people-
Yeah, I'm
that.
coming with my 2 ponytails.
Right.
She ain't have, that's
Take
my
her ass
point.
whooping.
Right, but like I'm
That's
saying,
my
like as
point.
grown people,
Girls
right?
are gonna have
we supposed
reckless
to be
mouth. Let
grown.
them
We supposed
kids
to
be
show up.
disrespectful to each other. They
Right,
kids.
but that's what I'm saying. As grown people, we supposed to be able to
What you
show
coming
up.
up for?
Well, that's how we used to be.
They do.
Right.
We used to be
They
like,
do.
we fight and then we're going to be friends
It's
again
over with.
next week. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
the mother still
That's
mad at each other because we just did some shit to each other.
No, her coming into a school and fighting a kid, no.
That's too much.
No problem.
She's bugging, right?
First of all,
She forced it. If you had to do all that to get to that little girl, you know you're dead ass wrong. Because if that was the case, you should have been outside. Like, where's your mother at? Like, we can situate this right now.
First thing
on the
I
news.
said,
Now,
That's
she
how you
waiting
know
for
she's
the
a
mama I
coward.
would have got.
No, she's a
Saying like-
coward.
where your mother at?
Thank you.
Yeah, go
in
get
a
your mother
minute.
and your father.
She's a coward. She did that on purpose because
Right.
if she wanted
We
to
just
really
had to
situate
do a
that, she
mama
would have waited
pull
till
up.
both
When
those
was
little
it,
girls
2
was
days
out of
ago?
school and she would have did that.
Y'all had to do a mama pull up.
Yes.
Did.
Y'all did
Her
it with my
daughter
mom.
Yes,
called me
'cause
like,
my
Mom,
daughter-
can I, you want me? Yeah.
Yeah,
Look,
talk about it.
shit.
Talk about it.
Her daughter, her daughter, baby.
She got to be though.
She
ain't
got
from
no
here. Is she
filter.
from here?
No, she's
Right,
from
so she gotta
Boston.
hold her
She's
own
about that
everywhere
life.
she go.
Got a filter will get you together, grown or not.
Yeah.
She checked. I had a this work, but she checked me behind money like, you gonna give me that before I go home? I'm like, damn, I'm giving you a ride. I'm gonna give you your money, little mama. I ain't going nowhere. But anyway, we had to pull up to the school bus stop the other day because her daughter called like, Mom, the daughter said that her mom is gonna meet us at the bus stop, and like, I'm not trying to argue with nobody, mama. So can you pull up? I'm like, oh shit, we pulling up. Like,
Right.
what's going on?
Right.
Bless the mama heart. She ain't want no smoke.
Smoke.
She ain't even know what was going
And you was
on.
ready for the bullshit. Look, you was ready. Look, you
said,
showed
you
up
know,
ready.
ooh,
You
boy.
gotta put your 2 ponytails in and
Who?
shit. You gotta wrap your shit up.
No, my hair was standing all over my head. I had like a.
We was
a
we
booty-
was in the middle.
I was in the middle
of doing
getting it
hair,
sewed in so I
we
could
was
be
doing
prepared
hair.
for
Right.
tonight.
But y'all showed up with a bullshit. Her mom probably showed
That
up.
it was like Jaru. Remember how
The
Jaru
lady-
had half
I
side
just-
braid, the other half
It
I
just
was ready.
I
Like,
just wanted to
you
tell
know,
the
we
little
came to
girl was
fight.
so timid. You know,
Why
she
her
walked
daughter
by.
scared?
I'm like, sweetie, is your mom here? She was like, no, and kept walking. So we looked in the car behind her. She got in the car. I said, are you her mother? And I just spoke to her, and I'm like, I
What's
just
the
was trying to
problem?
figure out what's
Her
going on.
daughter, like, Sean, let's
my
get out. I'm
daughter-
like, nah, let your mama.
Yes, I'm
Right.
like, I
She's
just
like,
wanted to know. That lady had no
I'll get
idea
you if
what
I
was
need
going
you.
on.
Her
She was
daughter-
just
Picking
like,
her daughter up.
yeah, what
Son,
happened?
I
Her
don't
and my
wanna
daughter
fight
had
because
play
I'm-
fought on the
son.
bus.
She see me
Right.
Where your
and
My
daddy
daughter,
at,
I guess, had pushed her. I guess she hit her head. She said when her daughter got off the bus, she was
Mom,
crying.
they didn't
She
want
tried
no
to ask her what
smoke.
happened. She didn't even want to tell her who the little girl was. I don't know what my daughter was talking about, but she said that everybody told me her mother's at the bus stop waiting for me, and
So
you
we
need to be
thinking
up
she
here.
said it personally.
This
Her
woman is confused completely. She said, I didn't even know who your daughter was.
Her daughter just wanted to make sure. Look, she said her mama gonna be at the bus,
She
and
just-
I
'cause
don't want to talk to no
What happened was
adult.
the word got around.
She did right
Everybody
though.
was-
And that's
She
what I was
did
thinking in my
right
head,
though
that
because
back-
she
I
y'all
think
is
my
just
daughter
y'all
was
two
wrong. I
from
think she was
Boston,
kinda
so
like,
you know what I'm saying. She did right. She knows it's
I
her
don't-
mama from Boston, and I gotta talk to somebody. Mama at the bus stop. Excuse me, mom.
I'm
Can
not
y'all
trying to be
pull up, you
arguing
and
with
Miss
no
Shawn?
adult. I'm like,
Yes.
Fuck all that. It was just me and my kids for
She didn't want
Baby,
no
when they jumped my
smoke,
daughter, baby,
though,
I was
so
up there.
I
would've
felt
been
bad.
too.
The
I
mama
would've been
said
too.
they didn't
Thank
want
She
no
on your
smoke.
bullshit.
Fuck us up.
She on your bullshit.
Yeah, I was
And
like,
that's what I
fuck
was
us
worried
up.
it was
Your
gonna be.
bullshit.
Jump my
Like,
daughter. They don't want no
Fuck is
smoke.
wrong
I'm
with
not a
y'all?
bully.
They
You
don't want no
feel me?
smoke,
was worried it
though.
was gonna
Sasha,
be-
I'm not a
She was
bully.
like the mother.
Nah, cause look, let me tell y'all the funny thing.
Right, Joe,
Nah,
you
listen.
know, her scenario
we-
bullshit.
listen.
That's how you started.
No,
They ain't
that's
jumping
what-
no shit.
Look at her mama. Look at her mama. Look at my dog. They jumping
And that's
because
fucked up. No,
Hey, look, they
that's
jumping because look, my dog was on straight bullshit.
Nah, look, that lady
car
didn't
with
want
your
no
Vaseline,
smoke.
you
Ain't no
shit on,
bullies
look.
over here.
Listen,
Like, I'm
the
not
girl.
a bully.
Listen, we know where the girl who started the shit. We ain't know where she lived at. My daughter friend knew where the other girlfriend
keep the
lived at.
bullshit going.
So I went and knocked on
Drop
the
the
door.
location.
Boom.
Right.
The lady was like, "Yes." This was the friend mother.
Right.
I said, "Excuse me, ma'am. I don't mean no disrespect. They just jumped my daughter. Where's your daughter at?" She was like, "Oh my God, they're on their way home. Hold on, let me call." She called. I said, "We want to know where Phoenix live at." She said, "I'm gonna show you where Phoenix live at.
God damn, she told in 60 seconds.
Let go.
I'm gonna show you where Phoenix
First
live at." 'Cause
48.
First
my
48.
daughter just had a, my
First
other
48
daughter just
minutes,
had a
though, not
baby,
48 minutes, no,
and
second.
we don't want
Got
none
them
of these
together.
problems. She live there. Go down here, make a laugh on the corner.
Okay.
Turn
Phoenix,
at
where the
dog.
fuck is your mother at? Cause I beat you up, but I won't beat
Let's
your mother
go.
up for
Right.
Damn,
See,
son.
I respect that. No. Yeah,
Yes.
that's how you gotta be.
Yeah, y'all don't play with my
Don't-
kids.
that's how I be.
And y'all took her phone? Oh yeah. Where your
Yeah.
mother at?
But
I ain't
if
gonna
the
lie.
little girl,
Where your
once
mother
you got
at?
there,
Then my
if the
ex-husband
little
was
girl
calling
and
her
her
mama,
mama
she,
didn't
yeah,
want
baby,
no
you heard
smoke
me.
for real,
Yeah,
and
you want me
her
to go get
12-year-old was
you.
like,
Yeah, baby, he was
juicing
going
it up,
off.
just wanted some action to make sure. You're not no bully at that point. If the mama and the little girl don't want no smoke and they ducking and
The lady's body language was completely respectful. I
I'm not
matched it.
getting
I'm like,
out.
okay, well, I just want to make sure.
Not
I said,
getting
I
out.
understand that they play out on the bus. I just want to make sure there's no issue. Da, da, da.
Ain't
She
no
was like,
play
no.
fight,
She's like,
though.
she didn't even tell me. She wouldn't even tell me who your daughter was. I said, her name's Kimani. She's in the car. The one with the little braid. She said, oh yeah, well she ran across my car the other day. My daughter got off the bus
Her
crying.
daughter
I
with the
said,
shit.
listen. I don't know if my daughter's kind of show off because like the kids was fucking with her at first too. She went through her whole little shit. So
I mean,
don't know
she knew.
if now she's showing up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Maybe she's
She
showing
had
off
her
in
accent.
She
I
had to
don't
prove
know.
herself.
Boston too,
You know what I mean?
girl.
So it's just
she got a thick Boston accent, so they be fucking with her. But Pootie with the shit.
She was like, look,
fuck
my
with her 'cause
mama's
we gonna
in the
put
car.
her. What's
Look.
up? Yes.
she's
Look
like,
all, look all my mother
Mom,
ready
I
to
invite
pull
you
up.
to
Y'all ready to pull up, man. Y'all better jump on my daughter.
She got
A big Nate pull it up.
No, I got kids your age. That's right.
Jump my 1-year-old when she get 12
Not
or
your
10.
1-year-old.
No, when she get like 12 or 10, niggas
No,
put
and
their hands on
I
mine.
ain't
They'll
gonna
pull it
put
up
my
too.
hands on nobody's
Pull it up
kids.
too. Call your
I would
uncle.
never touch nobody's
no,
kids.
I'm gonna be
They
honest.
got a
That's
mama
why I
now.
was so mad because if I
Amy.
had to do that,
Where's my mama?
I told her too. I said,
Somebody.
"Somebody, your friends." I said, "I'm the only fucking
I'm
friend."
pulling
We
up.
got all boys.
And she can shoot
I
the
want a
fair one.
five.
I'm from the old school. But your mom say, "Oh, you and your cousin want to fight? Go in the yard.
Yeah.
We gonna make y'all gonna fight till y'all can't fight no more.
I'll say,
Niggas be out there, niggas tired like, shit, cuz you good?
My son's 17.
Y'all better not stop fighting. These my mom said that joke. Y'all better keep fighting too. You motherfuckers want to fight? Keep fighting, keep fighting. Hey yo, so you from Indiana, man? What's your codes and ethics up there? You know what I'm saying?
The
Sasa, I'm
murder
kicking
capital.
you out.
I've been in
Sasa,
Atlanta
I'm
for
kicking
18
you out.
Don't
Who's
do
talking
her
about the
like
kids?
That's who you
I mean,
talking.
you know, it's hoods everywhere. It's goons everywhere.
Right.
Like, you know, at once upon a time, Indiana was the murder capital.
Right, right.
So was New Orleans.
DC and New Orleans.
I'm just saying. So
Rochester
that's
was
my
too.
point. That it's everywhere.
Rock was too.
It's
He was
a hood
lit.
everywhere. That's my point.
That's
It
what I'm
was
saying,
New
right.
Orleans, whatever. It was.
Right. But
But
y'all
I'm
grew up.
just
But
saying.
y'all grew up different. You grew up with like people telling y'all like y'all had ethnics though. That's what
Yeah,
I'm
we
saying.
grew up
Cold and
gangbanging,
shit.
folks and shit.
Oh, okay.
We have folks vice lords, like we have Bloods and Crips. We have folks vice lords.
Okay. So gang banging is big in Indiana.
STDs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yo,
But yeah, we had gangbanging, straight gangbanging.
that's your
Okay.
funny.
But that's everywhere. Well, not everywhere because
We don't have that in Boston.
Gang banging.
just neighborhoods.
ain't
But
that
now
shit.
that's
It's-
back
you-
when
it's
I was
blocks.
growing up. But
You
now
wear a certain hat.
it's neighborhoods.
It's the same thing. You wear a
Because
certain
they
hat.
still gangbang in the city.
Oh no, it is. But I'm
No,
just saying,
it's
it's
not
like
together
Bloods
no
and
more.
Crips
The
and
new
stuff like
ones,
that, like
it's neighborhoods
gangster
because
disciples
they
and
kill
stuff.
each other.
Yeah, well, people been killing
Hell
each
yeah,
other
the
within
next
the
The
block
hood.
same
over.
nations and they kill each other, so it's like it's neighborhoods now.
Okay.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know. You know how these.
I mean, it's changed. Like, it
Millennials.
changed. It don't change
Millennials.
everywhere. It don't
The
change
millennials
everywhere.
only give a
motherfuckers
fuck
are
about
lost.
themselves.
But you got to think, you
We
got
can't say
people
millennials.
saying all kind of
That's-
shit. You got
that's a
motherfuckers.
fact.
Oh, I'm sorry, because my
you hate
son
good
is
for them,
Because
you know
I'm a
what I'm saying?
millennial and it's
I know my
It's
son's
like
your age.
younger.
But
Yeah,
who was
I'm
you raised
saying, but
by?
you gotta- but you
It
gotta-
depends on who raised you.
But you
That's where you
raised
go be like,
you.
who raised you?
But
Right. Somebody
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
It'd be like somebody that's solid.
I
You
am
know
a
what I'm saying?
millennial.
It'd be
You
like,
think
who
about
raised
Gen
you?
Z. Gen Z is the little wild motherfuckers that's on the
No,
ground.
you said you're 29.
I'm a millennial. Millennial started in like
But-
84.
No.
No.
It
It
started in the
possibly
80s.
be a
Millennials
No.
started in the 80s.
Not for real because
Millennials started in the 80s.
No.
What
no,
year in
no,
the
no,
My
no.
daughter is.
You can Google
25,
it.
and
I would
It's
be a
like 80s.
millennial.
It's like
Bro, I'm a
80s.
millennial.
You are, my nigga.
Oh,
Like
no, I
millennials
know.
started in like 82, 83.
Bitch, I was born in
Like
86.
millennials are like from like the 80s up until like 2000.
No.
That's like Gen Z
Put
right
no
now.
80s.
From what you said.
You can't put no.
Bro, we can Google it.
Bro, you can't put no 80s babies with these
Bruh.
millennials.
I ain't no
Cause
millennial.
nobody knows what millennials are. People keep saying
What's the
millennials.
definition of a millennial? Let's
Everybody
get it.
keeps saying
Give it
it's
to
the
them.
generation, but everybody keeps saying millennials are these young kids. They're
Nobody
not
knows
that.
what millennials
No, it
are.
ain't.
They
It's
do.
My
No.
little
kids.
boyfriend
It's
was in the
90s and
80s,
up.
so
No, because the kids now are
Really like
Gen Z.
97 to 2000.
That's
Thank
not
you.
even
I'm
close. I said Gen Z.
Nigga said
Generation Z.
Yeah, I know
Right
this.
now is Gen Z.
He's 50.
Oh.
Jay-Z's
No, he ain't talking about Jay-Z the rapper.
Jay-Z
goofball.
was 57.
Gen.
He said Gen
Damn,
Z.
man, you got social media, don't even know what the hell going on.
Yeah, because I'm too old. I only got my social media ain't even in the K's because I'm only friends with the people I know from the street. I'm not
that's right.
friends with.
That shit weak.
I'm not
That was
Instagram. My
lame.
shit weak as fuck.
Is your Instagram
That's
blocked?
real
I only
Do they
know the
gotta
people
send
on
you a
my
request?
Are you trying to promote anything?
Yeah, promote my shit on the regular.
Wait, do they send you?
I mean, people follow me, but the
say,
people
like,
that I
fuck it
follow
then. Just
back.
keep
Wait,
your
do they
friends
have to
and
send you a
family.
request?
No, my shit open. But I just
know.
okay. First of all, my shit got hacked
I'm gonna need
5
a
years
request
ago,
and see.
so
Damn,
I
son.
restarted it.
I want to
again.
know who
had
sent
everything
you.
in the
You
world
gotta
happening.
send me a request. I want to know
They
who
hacked your
sent you.
shit?
They hacked my
Sent you?
shit.
Damn.
How did one over here?
When they
The
send you
real
one of those
Say La Vie?
messages,
3 of them? So
No,
you had that bitch
no.
3
At that
times?
time, it was the real Sasa.
Wait,
So
is
they
it
hacked
when
that
they
shit
send-
3
did they send
times?
you a
Not
DM?
3 of
How
them?
did they hack you?
No, they hacked my shit. I woke up one day and tried to log onto my shit, and I was like, "What the fuck is going on? My shit." I put in my email, I put in my login, I went to Yahoo, the shit was changed. I'm like,
damn.
"What the fuck? I gotta start a whole new page."
That sounds like an inside
I
job.
think you
It
might have
was
forgot
an
that
inside
password,
job.
G.
Bitch ass
Sound
nigga.
like
Fuck you.
Sound like
I got my shit back.
Yes,
Pussy.
indeed. He was trying to motherfucking
Yeah,
see
he tried to
something.
broke me, but I'm back.
He was like, let me see
They
something.
do, but
I
look,
just want to see something real
But I
quick.
can't bring myself to twerk on the
1981
Instagram.
and 1996.
96,
Yeah.
yeah.
what?
No,
Oh
but
my
they
God.
say that's a
millennial.
widely
I'm not.
accepted definition.
I'm
But
just-
the
I'm just a
popular
Capricorn,
media
bro.
early
That's it.
is
I'm
like
just a
that.
Capricorn.
birth
I'm just a
years
Capricorn.
in the mid
Just a goat.
1990s to the
just a
early
goat.
2000s. Mid 90s to the early
90s.
2000s. That's the millennials for
I know
real.
my
Mid
boo
When's
things.
her
90s,
birthday?
early
Y'all
2000s.
not even say my boo
Yeah.
things.
I'm an 80s
Nobody.
baby. I seen
Yeah.
Michael Jordan,
Yeah.
Magic, all the
Yeah.
niggas. I seen Allen Iverson, Michael Jordan,
I
Kobe
promise
Bryant.
not a millennial.
Yeah, real life. I don't know nothing. I don't know about watching him on YouTube. I've really seen Mike
Really
play in
seen
the
him.
12s.
I used to
I've really
take
seen
my
him
dad
get
like I
busy
was-
in the
I mean,
motherfucking
Go ahead,
yard.
just
I
go
was-
every
that's
time
real
you got
shit.
Yeah, I
to.
can write my name on my license.
So,
I
Rich,
practice.
you grew up in 2 different spots. You grew up here. In
I grew up alone, like yo, I flew. That's why
what I'm
I
saying,
said I go up. What Sasa
You wasn't
said,
grew here, you flew
because
here.
my code of ethics don't come from just where you at. It's just because
Right.
we moved around a lot as kids. So my code of ethics came from. It ain't even morally just a OG from the streets, because where I came, like we moved around a lot. So just having just a street back or a neighborhood where you from, it ain't come from that. It came from more of niggas who was around. So my uncles, my aunts, my mother, people around who instilled it in me to be like, this is what this is, nigga. This is how you move. This is how you act. This is how you supposed to
Oh,
handle
you got that
situations.
dad hat on like that.
Everything. Because I'm chilling.
that's right.
I can fuck with him, dog. Hey, I'm
Bleak.
fucking with
He
him.
has
So
to
it's
be-
just
he's
like
chilling.
it's on some G shit. Just how that whole shit go. It all off experience with us. Because you can have. That's why I was saying earlier, and it ties back into when we were saying earlier. Like you don't necessarily have to be a nigga from the projects, from the all that. Because I know niggas who from all that and pussy.
Yeah.
I know niggas from all that ain't never been in nothing.
You know
From a
who
nigga
said
who
that?
done been
Casanova
around.
said that.
So it's
Casanova
like,
said
yo,
that shit.
off
He's like,
yeah,
nigga,
you
I
gotta.
wasn't raised up bad, but I was
So
just
it's like,
with
yo,
shit.
I
it's
found out
certain
what it was.
experience and shit that I went through, and people, solid individuals who came and broke shit down to me early and gave me certain code and ethics of how I'm supposed to maneuver, and how I'm supposed to move, how I'm supposed to be respected as a man, how I'm supposed to show respect, how I talk to a person. All that was what was instilled to me early off of just my peoples, and that G shit. It came from my family. So when the OG, we talked about like OG around the way, I never really had no OG as far as who one affiliated with me to give me game. My OGs was my uncles, my aunts, and my family. You feel me? They taught me shit, and they the reason who I am. I came out cool. I can't say I'm the perfect individual, but I know a lot about code, morals, respect, ethics, code. Where I go, I know how to maneuver. I don't got certain. Yeah, I'm still got pride as a man, but as far as when it comes to respecting a certain individual, my pride ain't shot to be like, yo, I know the fuck going on. I know how to handle and move how I need to move. You know what I'm saying? That just came from, like I said, my family put that in me. You know what I'm saying? Like my uncles and all that, and a lot of people don't always have it. So it's like my OGs, even just going beside the OGs, a lot of them OGs don't give. See, why I feel like my OGs was different, because like I said, it was family. My OGs had genuine care, genuine love, because it's a bloodline.
Exactly.
It's like, yo, it's love versus it's the OGs around. They got niggas doing shit that they wouldn't do. It's a lot of OGs who say, yo, just do this. Niggas got different shit of what they got going
Shout out to
on.
Yo Gotti for
Yeah,
Big
and
Homie.
Yo Gotti did,
That
big
Big
shout
Homie
out to Yo
song, hard.
Gotti.
I know,
He
I
just
know.
put out a track, and that shit real as a motherfucker.
Right.
Cause if you really in tune with niggas who be moving and
Big
doing
Homie.
shit, niggas really be lost
Big
and thinking that they gotta do the shit that niggas is telling them they gotta move with. You know what I'm saying? And being that I had genuine love and care, cause ain't nobody giving me bullshit. So everything that I was told to me was shit that they was really like.
And I'm not to cut you off, but like to kind of piggyback what you're saying, like, cause I got it from like my pops, my uncles, older cousins, but OGs around the way, they was real OGs. Like they know I'm not with the shits, so they not gonna put me with it.
Right.
The young boys who out there wilding, they like, if you gonna wild out, I'm gonna show you how to do it the right way.
Right.
But the kids who not out there with the shits like me, like I say, I was on the side standing watching like, okay, they about to go hit this lick, y'all go do that. I'ma chill.
You knew your position.
Exactly. And the OGs that was around the way, they was like, I know he ain't with that. So when y'all come and be like, oh, let's go, we about to go hit the lick.
They saying like, yo,
they,
Bravo,
the OGs is like, you take your ass in the house.
Like, why y'all got him coming through this?
Yeah, y'all know he not with this shit.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I mean when I say OGs. Like, they don't have those OGs no more.
Yeah.
They got the OGs that just be like, oh, you think you with the shit.
But the sad thing,
let's go get the block.
No, because what's a lot of shit was getting fucked up with these OGs now. It's like the OGs ain't more about nowadays.
No, it's not.
Ain't no OGs no
no,
Their
but that's what I'm
OGs would be
saying.
us and most niggas like this ain't
but
got
that's what
time
I'm
for that
telling
shit.
you.
It ain't
The
the real
OGs,
You're right. You said the realest shit.
That's
It's
what I'm
none.
telling
It's
you.
not no OGs because if you think about it, who's these 20-something and 30-some-year-old OGs or something? It would
That's
be
what I'm telling
this
you. The
situation, right?
OGs,
He's
it
like,
was.
And
That
how many
gets to my-
motherfuckers you know
that
give a
proves-
fuck about
that
what they're
proves
doing in
my
that street
point
shit?
even
They're not
more.
being bothered with
Supposed to
that.
be
Because
That
we've
proves-
elevated. We're on some other type of time.
That's
So
what-
nobody's out there grooming these little
That's
niggas.
what I'm
They're
saying.
they're
So what
lost in
proves
the
my
sun.
point even
It's
more
not
is
no
like
niggas
the
steering them wrong.
the
It's nobody
OGs
steering
around
them.
of what we
They do
came
what the
from
fuck they
was
wanna
more of
do.
OGs who was like
Nobody's steering them.
was modified and molded to what's really going. Now the OG and nigga who respect is nigga who got the biggest bag. So it's like these young niggas who getting the money.
Yes.
Niggas is looking at these niggas like, oh,
We
this the
always-
big
we
homie,
always
this the OG.
respect the niggas who
Yeah,
has the
no,
biggest bag.
no, but listen to me.
We've
But
always respected
even if
niggas
you
with the bag.
respect the
Let's
nigga
start
who getting the
there. We've
bag,
always
it still
respected
was.
niggas with the biggest bag.
But listen, that's what I'm telling you. Cause listen, we all come from that. I come from when nigga get a bag. But the same nigga who got a bag got a lesson to give you, a gym to put on you, a jewel.
Exactly.
These
Because
young
they
niggas.
gave a
But
fuck.
now you got young niggas who 19 to
bag,
20
a dummy
with bags.
mission.
You don't know what they did.
You
to
got
that
and
bag.
listen, and now it's off of I got the bag. I'm 20. I got a bag. Your bag, nigga, you
Most of these
35,
niggas sending
40.
their peers
Your
on
bag,
mission.
it's
Don't
not.
be niggas our age or niggas
But
older
that's
than them.
what
It
I'm
be their
saying,
peers
so-
who's scamming and getting a bag. And be like, yo, my nigga,
No,
I know
but what I'm
you're my
telling
crash
you is
homie. You gonna
the
go
respect
do it.
that's lost
It don't
for an
be
older
crash
nigga.
homie.
It's not
What's
OGs.
lost is for an older nigga who got the bag.
Not a crash
Or you
dummy,
doing what
but
you're
a
doing,
crash
and I'm a
homie.
young
Got
nigga.
something for you.
You're not about to sit here and tell me how to maneuver, and you
They
got
be
all these
having
niggas rocking with me. You got
For
young
real.
niggas who 20 years old. You got young niggas 18, 6. This nigga 16 with real bags out here, with
Yeah.
real
Shit,
fucking
yeah.
bags.
The Pop
So it's
Smoke
like,
kid
yo,
at 20.
at 16, I'm
He
getting
just
it,
turned
and you
20.
telling me you 40. Your bag
need
might
some
be
money.
cool,
Boy,
but
go
you was
do
trying to
this.
tell me how to maneuver. And when you was you ain't have done that. And that's what.
You supposed to be
Yeah,
dying.
no, that's
They
a
ain't like
fact.
that no more,
But
though.
look,
I
the
don't know.
days.
I'm telling you,
That's
it's
why.
different
But that's what I'm
now.
saying.
It's
So
not that
now
no more.
it's not the real OGs. It's these young niggas.
Respect them.
These young
Like
niggas
you
is
said,
taking
these
shit
niggas
over.
is sick. Exactly. Like you said, these niggas
So
is
it's like,
over
yo,
on their
but
own
I just
merit.
told y'all
So
what the
when a
lesson is.
40-year-old nigga's gonna sit
What a
out
lesson-
there
what a
tell
40
them
nigga
who
gonna
don't
tell-
even
like
got
she said.
half the bag they got gonna
Right.
tell
What he
them.
gonna tell a nigga that's 16?
So it's
He gonna be
16.
like,
nigga
nigga, I get more
OG,
bread
you
than
can't
you.
even make more money than me. What he gonna
Nigga,
tell
I
me?
can take care of
telling
you
you.
and
I'll
you.
show you.
That's what I'm
No,
telling you.
we know that.
But
We
you know
know,
what?
no, we know
But
that.
you know the
but they don't
saddest
know
part
that
of that whole
they
shit.
lost.
The saddest part of that
lost.
whole shit.
They
But
lost. Yeah.
the craziest thing and the saddest part of that whole thing, a nigga will be the old head nigga, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm a 40-year-old nigga. Not saying this, I'm just giving it into a perspective of it. I'm the 40-year-old old head nigga was the nigga who was around here getting it. But you the young nigga. Your clout crazy. You going around talking, oh, nigga, y'all niggas can't come back around here no doing this. I got my bag. But the old nigga who know what's going on, just off the strength of knowing that he like that, instead of going to headlock him like, yo, listen, nigga, I know you hard-headed, you wildin', you got that going on, but boy, you tripping. Your ass is gone soon. Niggas ain't doing. They like, yo, you know what?
new money-
I'm gonna let
song,
you
you
know.
remember that
It's not the
song?
same
But
Old
niggas
as
is
time,
letting
I
them
want the
niggas learn.
block back.
I'm telling
Stop
you,
that. You been
motherfuckers
gone
old
too
money
long.
move
The young
way
nigga
different
said,
But
from
fuck
us
listen,
with
but
new
the
money.
thing is, if
That's-
you're a
that's
real OG,
facts.
regardless of the
You can't do it now,
consequence
Rich.
or what comes, no, I know. But it's certain niggas.
Jada
That's
can
why
same thing.
These little
It's
niggas shooting,
shit
these little
Jada
niggas
said
shooting
the
right now
same
as
thing.
14.
A nigga
different.
half
Oh,
the
yeah.
age, give you
That's
half
a
the
piss pop.
gauge. Daily News, half the page. It's fact,
These
though.
little niggas ain't playing.
They don't give a
You
fuck
said
about
what?
you.
You said you was from over here first?
Because they don't have
Man,
the,
get from
they don't
around
have
here,
the
nigga.
examples we
We'll
had.
fire this
Like
shit
you said,
up.
You had solid like situations like that. They don't have that. It's nobody out there that's steering them wrong.
Like, I
There's
just
nobody
know
steering them,
growing up, nigga,
period.
we
They don't have,
like,
That's
these
a
niggas
fact.
is
That's
just
what
out
I'm
here
saying,
doing
like,
this.
y'all
Then
gotta
they got a
remember-
bunch of money and drugs and fucking Instagram likes
But
and
look,
shit.
but the same time, look, not even cut you off. The same time, if you go, you don't got nobody steering you. Because if we're gonna take it to a straight street perspective, we're gonna get straight to the streets. So if you got, okay, You ain't got nobody guiding you or doing the right thing. You know what I'm saying? You're a young nigga coming up, regardless of where you from or what you doing. In the hood, it's always somebody before who ran this shit. So at the end of the day, if a nigga in here and he got the block and then you letting these little niggas run around and do this, nigga, you allowed. That's your guidance. If you ain't got no nigga to check that, like, yo, you little niggas is bugging the fuck out. Stop doing that. If you know what, you niggas still.
You can do that.
Listen.
No, you can say that, but they
no,
gotta
listen.
respect the nigga that's saying it for it to count.
What if that little nigga is a formidable opponent at this point
That's
because
why-
he got the bag?
that's
So
what-
you
no.
can say that, but he got a bunch of hungry little niggas that's gonna
eat
get
your
with you.
food.
That don't give a fuck about none of that OG shit.
Like I
But
said,
look,
they gotta
real.
respect the nigga saying
But
it.
look,
It's
But
fucked
look,
up. They
but
don't care
look,
about
prior
that.
to that, this is what I'm
But
telling you.
that's what
Time out.
everybody
Hold on. I'm gonna tell you something. We gonna wrap it up. I'm about to tell you something. Listen, niggas with money right now, they are formidable. Guess what? They take care of these little niggas. They feed them and shit like that. If I'm feeding you, putting clothes on your back and shit like that,
You gonna
then
crash.
you're gonna do what the fuck I want you. A crash dummy, like you just said. That's the times we live in now. That
That's
is the time.
easy.
It wasn't like that growing up. It wasn't like that growing up. It is. Game is fucked up.
This is-
That's what I
is.
said.
These
Game
niggas
fucked
get
up.
their
That's
own
what I
money
said.
these days.
That's why it is. That's why they make it
Because
so hard. I don't
nobody's
want to
telling
die
them
young.
that shit's not
Try
right. Like
right.
I said, like how we had people who would be like, yo, what the fuck you doing?
Yeah, you
Or
wilding the
try to,
fuck
you know what
out.
I'm saying?
Right.
They don't have
Wilding
that.
the fuck
And they
out.
got, and plus think about it. They, like, niggas might have seen a couple bags. Niggas might have been hustling packs. I don't know where y'all was at or whatever.
Right.
Niggas might have hustled little packs when you was coming up shit. Like, these niggas got big bread. They're scamming on levels like making more money than our parents was probably making.
real.
So how the fuck can you tell a 20-year-old with that kind of money anything?
Look, but look,
Listen,
and then the
and
key
he
of
gonna
that.
listen.
And he gonna listen.
But look,
Never.
but
Right.
That's
listen,
what I'm saying.
listen.
They gotta
Especially if you
respect
know
the
what's
nigga
money.
that's.
That's the money.
They gotta respect the
The
nigga
money,
that's
look,
giving them
it's so crazy because
advice.
back in the days, the
No,
laws
I'm
called it
saying
money,
if he
power,
ain't had no
respect.
guidance
First you
before
get the
that,
money,
you
then you
might
get
be
the
able to
power,
tell them
and then you get the
It's
respect.
sad.
But
You
then-
know what I'm
I don't
saying?
think it's
sad.
respect.
My son's
Another-
17.
They do.
I
It's
pray
not
that. I
respect.
pray
You
that
do.
he
Hey, yo, let
stays
me
out
ask you
of
a
it.
question. Hold
If
on,
I
let
have
me ask
money
you a
and
question.
power, you won't respect
Let me
it.
ask you a question.
You won't
Let me ask you a
respect it.
question. Hold on. Let me ask you. Hold on. Be quiet. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Then we're gonna wrap it up because I know we gotta get. Let me ask you a question. Right? I got a little nigga. Right? That I've been looking out for him since he was a little nigga, putting clothes on his back, feeding him. He the only nigga that you think he gonna ever disrespect me unless I ever front on him some type of way? But as long as I'm looking out for him and taking care of him, he'll run through a brick wall for me, G.
Thank you.
Right.
I'm telling you, it's a proven fact. If I'm fucking with a nigga that don't got nothing, and he around me, and I'm giving him something, I'm putting him around to be in position to do something, he gonna fuck with me forever, G. I just seen, bro, not to bring it up, bro.
But when
I
you-
seen Rollo take over a whole neighborhood when he was 16 years old,
Say
y'all.
that.
For real,
You
he
better
was that
say that.
nigga around here at 16.
Yeah.
Nate, you saying right now that same dude that you've been looking out for.
Right.
If he want to
all this
move
time
up,
show him the right way, and if he started getting more money than you, everything that
He
you
probably
told
would
him
shit on me.
would be me.
You think
exactly,
so?
because that's what I'm saying.
Probably.
Not
Yeah.
even,
That might
not
be
even
his
him getting more
character.
money.
No, it
If
might
he
be,
get,
but I
if he
think-
getting his mind, he want to
I
move
think
up.
I'm gonna be
You
honest.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if you kept him a straight,
Exactly.
I don't think these niggas have what you are giving him. A
Right.
lot of these niggas don't have that.
Right.
A lot of these niggas don't
But like I
have
tell
a
you,
nigga
a
who
lot
gives
of
a
time,
fuck about them and
what
steer them
fuck a lot of
right.
people up is when you get money, you try to shit on a nigga because you feel like you
Not if
disrespect him
you
about all
fuck
the
with
shit
him
that
and
you
took
do.
care of you.
Like,
That's
man, me
not
and this
okay.
nigga close as things.
But, yo.
The shit that we do for each other, nigga would never know.
What
that
the
we
worst
between
thing you
me
try
and
to
him.
Exactly,
do
but
is
I'm
try
saying
to
though,
sun
like-
this
and
man
another
after you done
thing-
taught him how to
and
get some
another-
bread. You done taught him how to get some bread. Now you want to turn around and sun him or
But
kill
they
him
will.
or
But
count
see,
him.
that's
And
what
then
I'm
when
saying.
that happens,
That's the
then
world we
you know-
live in.
No, it's
But
true.
that's
And
what
then,
I'm telling
then
you.
this nigga bucks, and that's
So
what
a
happens.
lot of the
Because
shit
niggas
that
won't
come
move
with
up.
that is a lot of niggas who got it don't
Exactly.
sit up there and show them niggas. A lot of niggas don't tell the nigga like, yo, how to get the bad and expand. Niggas show a nigga how to get money, but he's still trying to keep a nigga at a
Somebody
level
shopping.
that
Yeah.
keep him where you don't
But,
expand,
you know,
overpower
it's
me.
puppet.
I'm gonna say
Yeah.
this.
And
Like,
once the nigga
Kevin
realized
Gates
that
said
it
a
was
real
crazy.
thing.
And
Once
When
it-
he
you know
said
what
he
I'm
was
saying?
going to sign with Cash Money, he sat down with Birdman and was like, I can't sign to you because I want to be you. And a lot of niggas in the streets feel like that. It's like, okay, you showing me how to get it, but I can't stay under you for long. I want to be my own man.
That's-
And when
if
I
he
want to
was
be
a
my
real nigga,
own
he
man,
shouldn't want
you
to.
done. Like, I may still respect you, but
Right.
if you stand in the way of me and being the man in the block, you done.
Done.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm telling you.
And
that's
that's
where the
what
money
niggas
comes.
ain't showing
Because
niggas.
be real. If I'm the nigga in the block, it's a little nigga that come
Exactly.
up with me and I done raise him up, I done showed him the game. But I ain't giving him the game all the way. Like, because you nigga ain't gonna never
spoon-feeding
really
him,
give you
yeah.
the
Exactly.
sauce.
Spoon-feeding.
I'm gonna show
Unless
you how to
it's
get the
your
money.
own.
But once you figure it out, like, damn, I just met this nigga. I met this nigga Plug the other day. He telling me this what he been getting for. So he been doing me like a nigga anything, but you're not even looking at the big picture. This nigga been looking out for you. You're not fucked up.
But if you grooming him the right way and you giving him the real game, it's to like,
And
you
making
do this and see how shit happens, and you showing him like, yo, you can do this. you got to take these steps and do this, niggas gonna move up and be like, I can partner with this nigga.
That's right.
I want to be on your level. I don't want to replace you.
When you give a nigga game, when you headlock a nigga and you want to give a nigga real game, I'm talking about exposing, it's completely open book, give a nigga that game. The relationship for that game gotta be like, yo, father, son, mother to daughter, however. Because when your child, you're not gonna short your child nothing. You're going to be like, yo, I want you to be better than me. So if I'm going to give you the game, this is what it's going to be. So if you exceed me, I want to see that. But see, when it comes to the streets, niggas,
but I'm glad
I'm a real G, you going to want to see
I got to give it I'm going to give it a real.
Oh, you wouldn't waste your time.
As a father, you supposed to show her what a man is supposed to be to her.
If you love her first, she's going to be good.
People don't know how to do that with their kids, G.
They don't.
A lot of people hear so much shit for their kids, and once their kids find out, it's fucked up. The world fucked up for them because it's like, they got to believe in you, and you gave me some bullshit.
I had my kids young and got married young, so they grew up with me.
But a lot of what that bullshit come from with the streets.
You're trying to make him get to the next level. When you see that he's doing everything that you're saying, that at some point, when you want some street shit, it would be to be, now I'm going to show you to connect. Right. I'm going to let you be on my level. And niggas at the top, too, sometimes fuck up the game because
they don't show the
they
connect.
don't want to let you get the connect because they don't want you to make your own money.
But you know, and you know what's so crazy?
Not just that, you're not supposed to ever give up the connect. That's a little different.
Hey, look, this shit's so, listen.
You're supposed to give me the prices that you get from the connect, but you don't give up the connect.
Right.
You
but let me
give
tell
me
you
the
some crazy shit, though.
but you don't give up the
if they were smart, they would do that because guess what? You're not gonna always be the nigga that's gonna look.
Period.
My squad, I want us all to be good because if I ever get fucked up, I want to be able to knock on Rich's door and say, Rich, I'm fucked up. This shit bad for me. We can't both be fucked up. Who are we gonna go to? We don't want nobody to go to. We been running. How many of this niggas running around? We both fucked up.
Love and loyal shit. Because motherfuckers be scared
that's why the world
gonna get too far ahead of them.
A nigga looking at Rich like, yo, that nigga Rich getting mad money, and that's why niggas
some
be hating
motherfuckers
niggas
feel
cool.
like that.
Oh man, look at this nigga, man. He got Giuseppe's on him, but we know Giuseppe's.
Dumb.
It's so much money.
Knowing that shit depreciate. That's
exactly.
Niggas
be on that mix.
Niggas be on that bullshit. Niggas don't give a fuck. My niggas on my team to be as strong as the weakest niggas on my team we gonna be raw.
We all each other's crutches.
You know what
I
I'm
think
saying?
that's amazing. We all winning.
Yeah. You never give the nigga the connect and you get taken down, right?
Right.
And these is your soldiers. And they don't have to connect when you go to jail, like, so everybody gonna fall because you get locked up.
Right.
No, that I agree. You're right.
Yo.
You're right.
But you know what?
I guess you're right. No, you're right. No, you're right about that. I didn't think about that. But when do you give the connect? But when do you give? But when do you give the connect?
Niggas don't know how to trust a nigga.
No, listen.
And that's a problem because I
don't know if
I
They don't got to trust.
Listen.
You gotta put it.
I thought that I
then
was
you know what time it is. Yeah,
you're
right.
But guess what though? Niggas don't trust niggas.
No,
I seen the biggest niggas fall because they don't want to trust a nigga.
I just think there should be a balance. I totally agree with her because I didn't think about that part. But I think it should be a balance. I feel like when you feel like you're at that point, all right, you're right. You do. You can't leave niggas naked. You're right. You're right.
But my thing is,
you can't trust everybody. But you trust the plug.
Everybody just give up. Everybody knows that.
Hold on.
I will go with mine until
look. So look.
Sometimes people do stupid shit. You take your girlfriend to go meet the fucking plug, or you take your man to go meet the plug. Now it's different. Like shit gets different.
Yo, but the sad thing about this whole shit is because the only aspect of where it doesn't get passed down for a nigga to exceed and shit is in the fucking streets. Cause if a nigga hooping, I'm gonna make sure you the best nigga. You playing tennis, I'm gonna make sure you the best.
For real.
You swim, I'm gonna make sure you the best. You play sing, I'm
who's doing that?
no entertainment. I'm gonna make sure you the best. Yeah, but niggas will put niggas on. But when it comes down to the streets, it's just cause of. But look, no. But when it comes down to the streets, cause the sad thing is,
talking about two
it's a
different
street code, it's a street ethic.
Of course, he's gonna put you on.
Nah, but that's what. Now you gotta still. I think your team too. Team sports supposed to be like. Now boxing ain't like that. But nigga, if I got a football team,
I think you could do it alone. But I'm just saying, like, who's considered the OG in that situation? Is it your coach or is it like your captain of your team?
No, the coach is the
OG. No, the coach is the OG.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
The coach OG, but look, see, but
what's
what's
different?
different?
The quarterback. I mean, like the captain. If you're coming on as a freshman or something,
but what's different?
Who's been on a team longer? Is that considered an OG too? Like that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
just the coach.
He gonna have. Well, guess what?
Okay.
I don't know because with football, he could be on a team little longer, but if he ain't got the skills,
Let's
he ain't
go.
telling me what to do.
You
If I'm a
better
nice
say-
nigga.
Okay.
If I'm
That
a
makes
nigga that's
sense.
nice.
Like, I don't think
Hey,
so, but
you
I'm
gotta
like,
get
because
this
I
back.
feel like we
But-
feel like the captain
Hey,
is
yo, we
always
about to
like
get,
different
we about to get ready to
different
wrap it up.
circumstances.
We about to get ready to wrap it up, man. We gonna go
Salsa
around the
walk back
table,
in.
man. And we
Salsa, we waiting on
gonna,
salsa.
we don't gotta wait for
It was
you.
fun, yeah.
We gonna wrap it up,
way
but
too sauce.
we gonna go around the table, man. Tell us what you got going for 2020, man. And tell them, tell them where they can find your music at, all that shit.
All that, bro.
I mean, 2020 got a lot going on, man. Got new projects, like 3 coming up. Like I said, you got Toxic Behaviors next month. Right after that, The Trap Is Where You Make It. A couple more after that, and then visuals, clothing, everything, man. Just expanding the brand this year. Find me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all that. Bravo_BRAVEAUX_. Just fuck with me.
Appreciate you, Bravo, coming out.
Hold on. You said the next 2 is Toxic Behavior.
And then The Trap Is Where You Make It.
Trap Is Where You Make It. And the
So-
first joint was that's the one that's
No,
out
the one
now.
that's out now is Sorry I'm Not Sorry. It's
Sorry,
on
I'm
all
not sorry.
streaming
Okay,
platforms.
that's what's everywhere.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
on all streaming platforms. Fuck with it.
Copy.
Like niggas really rapping. It's crazy. Like almost all the topics we touched on tonight, I spoke on some of it on that project.
Okay.
That's real. That's real shit.
Fuck with it.
Yeah, we
It's on you, 48 bars. It's on you.
Yeah,
Let's go. Let's go.
The girl,
She
40
said
bars.
48. He gave you another 8.
First 48 bars.
And then he had another 8 bars.
Yeah, wait, we didn't take the
48.
first 48 because she's killing
Yeah,
bitches.
killing them shit, G.
Yeah.
Let's
Make
go.
sure
Let me
y'all
get them
30
48
and
bars.
Y'all
Go
make
ahead.
sure y'all
Let's go.
follow me on Instagram 40_bars BARRS.
And tell them why you say bars. What bars stand
Bar
for?
stands for bitches always respect real shit.
Bars
If you
stand.
feel a way
Church,
about it, you
man.
can say boys always respect real shit too.
Okay.
Babies always respect real
Church.
shit.
Let's
too. I got a
go.
bunch of shit.
Billionaires already
Church.
respect real shit. Talk your shit. Now, go ahead. Tell them what you got going. Tell them what you got going.
Make sure you guys check out my launch of my merch,
Nah, I better get a
rokyclothing.com.
hoodie, man.
ROKY
Got
clothing.com. Yeah, like fuck with me. Fuck with me.
For real, before we go, like for real, because the shit is
Yeah.
hot.
Oh yeah, check out my single Nomad on all digital platforms as well. NOMAD bars.
Check us out. Check it
Thanks for
out.
having me.
Church is on you now. Shit.
What's up, Prune Jew?
Ah.
You don't want me to tell you where they got that name from.
Chill out.
It's me.
Hey, yo.
Catalina.
We met in Miami though. Like before my man was about to get married, we all was
Walking
down
down
there.
the street.
Yeah, we were, and we just all kicked it. We had a good weekend. Wasn't no fucking or none of that, y'all.
No,
So we
we
was
wasn't
cool. Cause
going.
niggas would be like, oh, that was fun. No, it wasn't.
No.
We was vibing. We was on the beach with liquor
Real
and shit, and we
vibe.
was kicking it. That's it.
Y'all had action though, but it wasn't us.
I can attest to weekends like that.
Hey, look, we was kicking
It wasn't us, but they had action. I ain't gonna
agree.
tell nobody.
We was kicking it.
Oh,
But go
y'all-
ahead, tell them what you got going on though
Bottles.
for 2020.
Okay, it's Tatalina on IG.
Right.
TATTALINA. I'm the only Tatalina. The real,
The only one.
the real one, though.
Right.
Tatalina from the 219. Let's go
219.
219. Indiana. Let's go. Or you can hit me up on my business page, FADN Pet Transporters. Yes, I'm transporting all puppies.
Ponies
exotic
too.
puppies.
Ponies too.
No, I ain't doing it.
Ponies too.
I will. If
I
they
know
pay
you
me
will.
that
They pay
whole.
you that money. You go transfer that pony
Yes.
too. Hey, Rich, man, what's
Deposits.
going on? You had a good night tonight, G?
Go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah, I'm done.
Finished?
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, I had
Juice
a
getting rid of me. He better.
Yeah, Juice got rid of you.
I'm telling the
He ain't let us finish up.
Telling no secrets.
What secrets you tell? Tell him then. Tell him what happened. Tell him what happened.
I ain't gonna do that.
We had tents and coolers, and we had the fucking speaker out there.
Frank,
We had,
he was pouring shots in the mouth like T-Rex.
hey, man.
In vain.
Oh, like T.
No.
You catch that?
Hey, yo.
No, not that. Not
No, we
that.
weren't doing that.
No.
What you talking about? No, that wasn't us. Hey, oh.
That was you?
Nah,
Hey, yo.
hell,
It
nah, that was some bullshit.
He said tell him and told him.
Look,
T-Rex, right?
no, look.
Did you see
That's some
that?
bullshit.
I
Me
do
and
that.
Richie ain't never been in the room and Richie poured me a shot, man. That was some bullshit. Me and Richie ain't never been in the same room and
I
he
just
poured me some shit.
playing,
Oh, I'm about to
dang.
say, that was some bullshit. I'm mad at T-Rex because I like T-Rex. That was some bullshit.
He just
Why?
tried to
You see that
explain
face?
it on the
Yeah, he wasn't supposed to do that,
He
man.
just explained it
That
on the
nigga
What
was
he
like
said?
a-
What was the
You
explanation?
That
gotta
nigga
watch
was a
it.
deer
Yeah,
head
I
like
don't
he
got
was
I
like.
ain't none of that shit, so I don't know. But hey,
Oh, you ain't-
hey, yo, Rich, we ain't never did no shit like that,
Let me show
man.
it to you.
But like,
They just added that
hey,
little
look, we
guy
wrapping
in
up.
there,
We
but that
wrapping
was
up
the
though.
video.
We about to
All
wrap
right,
up.
so for my 2020, once again.
Man, you do your 2020 every
I
week,
seen
man.
that. I seen this. I seen
Oh,
this.
so he seen?
No,
Yeah.
I ain't seen when he explained it, but because I
Man,
want.
you ain't gotta do your
But yo,
2020
thank
every year.
everybody. Yo,
Just thank everybody for
Bravo,
coming out.
40, Tatalina,
Thank you.
From the
Sasa
219.
with 219. 40, we ain't really get too
week.
in depth, but listen,
food and all
you
that.
know, I'm a URL rap league.
So you going
battle
to the
rap.
event next weekend then?
I'm just
Yeah,
saying, when it's next weekend. When is
Where is
here?
that?
The 28th here in Atlanta.
Oh yeah, that's the one we said. Yeah.
Here?
Hold on. So look. Nah. We going.
The 28th and the 29th.
It's a big card too. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
it is. Yeah, they
But
showing that.
listen,
Yes.
facts.
My nigga
facts.
K
It's a
Shine,
big
I've been
card.
liking my nigga forever.
I know
K
Clips gonna come with that shit.
K Shine on K.
Yeah,
He came a
show
long
out.
way. That
Probably
nigga
one of the
fire.
freshest
Excuse
niggas
me.
in battle rap.
K Shine
nice. I
show
like
the
K.
fuck
Shine.
all the way entirely out.
Y'all skip me tonight?
Man, you ain't gotta skip you. We talk all you talk every night. I just told this nigga he ain't gotta keep rapping this 2020 up. We know what he doing. He getting better and better and more like. I'm
done. I'm out.
Look, this nigga. Hey, nobody start calling this nigga
I
light
will be
skin Rick.
absent next
Ricky
Friday.
Fontaine. That's what everybody start calling
Believe
this nigga.
that shit.
Yeah,
Hear
I'm
me?
done.
I will not be here next week.
Oh shit, she acting funny. Don't worry, we ordered a
said
pizza
I'd
hut there. Hey, look.
I'm acting Caucasian. You better order Pizza Hut or Papa John's.
Guess what?
I'm acting Caucasian next
Yeah,
week.
that's what you do. Her name would not be Sauce. We call her Sauce now. It's over. We kicking her ass out there. She will be here next week. You don't gotta come to church then. This is church. This is the goddamn church.
Come get that anointing.
Fire ablaze, okay?
Yeah,
I'm
thank
coming
you.
to church.
She coming to get that anointing.
So man, hey yo, I want to tell y'all doing some real shit. I enjoy everybody tonight. Appreciate y'all coming out, man. We met some nice people, and we definitely gonna fuck with each other brands because that's what we doing in 2020. We building each other brand up, man. Y'all fuck with us, and look, man, like my nigga Richie say, man, we seen y'all at a video, man. Repost our shit, man. Can't keep paying for this shit every week, man. We don't open this budget. No, I'm just
If they don't support us now, don't support us later.
Don't worry.
I know
We
that.
going to the
Keep
podcast
that
awards
same
next year.
Tell them to
We
keep
going to
that
the
same
podcast
energy.
awards next year. My baby hair gonna be long as shit and everything.
Fucking right.
Yo, G shit though. When y'all
We
repost
shitting on
it,
Angela Yee and them next year.
Okay.
When y'all repost
Keep
it,
that
if y'all
same
hit the
energy.
arrow, please, I can't stress this enough. Please, when you repost it, just at Fat Nasty Podcast when you repost it. Because if you just hit the arrow and share it on your story, it don't let us know that it's being reposted, so I can't repost it.
I don't know how that shit work. Richie do
Oh,
it.
well, if you put it on your page,
I put it on my
you
page.
put it on your page, add us and on the story. Just make
Absolutely.
sure you at Fat
Hey,
Nasty
show us the love, because we
Podcast.
definitely going to show y'all the
We're
love
gonna
back,
do
man.
both.
But yo, man, we signing out, man. The Belly Gang Boys is out of here tonight. Let me put my belly on your butt.
Belly on
We had
your
a good
butt.
night, man. One.
Heard you.